Good morning. What up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Jbk Zone Coverage Podcast, Season 1, Episode 14. I'm your host, the Big Dog. I hope everybody's doing great. We got so much to talk about, so much to discuss. I'm very, very angry, and we'll talk about that later on in the show. We got a lot to discuss, man. So we're going to bring my panel up here. We're going to bring up Bistrilla and Monkey. What's going on, man?
What up, though?
You doing all right?
What's going on, everybody?
All right. I'm not having a really good 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks were really tough on me, man. The only bright side is my Lakers did win the NCAA championship game. I was happy about that. But other than that,
whatever.
Steelers right now is not even very happy. I'm not really happy about it. So as you see, I'm not wearing no Steelers colors, no Steelers background, no Steelers hat, no nothing. When y'all start playing like a team, then we can start doing that again. Right now, they a hater. I'm not hating. Man, it's called tough love. Well, welcome everybody to the show, man. I think everybody that tunes in every single week to help support us the way y'all do. So I want y'all to know that we broadcast this every single Sunday, man, and want y'all to be involved with everything that we got going on. That is Jbk Zone Coverage Podcast. So I'm gonna put up the QR code. That is our QR code to each and every one of our social media platforms. So my right, your left, depending on how you got your setup. Please scan that QR code and follow every last one of our platforms today for all our highlights of every topic show that we do. So I want y'all to keep supporting strongly like I do. Flood the comment section like I always do, man. Questions, engage with us as you always do, man. As we continue to do this show for you guys. We in episode 14 already, so that's big for us, man. And we do really, really well, man. So we do appreciate everybody and all your support. We're nothing without you, as always. Kevin, welcome to have you back, man. You doing all right, man? How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm doing good. Coming back from a bye week and where the Bills are sitting right now, it's a very interesting, 6-6 record. Interesting, meaning bullshit, but but we'll see what happens today. I think after the Bills losing to the Eagles and being able to play the way they played, perform the way they did, I think we still have a good chance of beating out the rest of the teams in our seat and of this rest of the season. I mean, we got the Chiefs this week, we got the Cowboys next week, then we got the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. And to be honest with you, I'm not really worried about the last 3 games whatsoever. It's today and next week.
Yeah. All right, Bistrilla, how you doing, man? How you feeling about your team right now? How's everything going for you?
You know me, I'm always pessimistic. Especially when our defense gives up so many damn points. You can't be winning 21-0 and just barely win the damn game. That's just dumb. The defense sucks. It just sucks, and we're not going to win no playoff game with that defense. It's just not going to happen. I don't care if we win a division and get a first round or get a host a playoff game. We're not going to win a playoff game. We ain't going to beat nobody like San Francisco or Dallas or even Philadelphia with that defense. This is good. So we got issues over here too, and we're getting and we know our defense is fucked up because we keep bringing on people on board. Off of other people's practice squads or signing people, it's what it is, man.
All right, man. So everybody have a little saucy move about that team, man. But at least your team is in a good position still, even though you got issues within your defense, man. But I get that, man. I got a lot of issues going on with me and my offense, man. But we'll talk that later on in the show, man. So let's go get right into our flashback video of the week.
Vikings going to be 7-2. Here's Brady over the top. Open is Gronkowski. He gets away, and he has it inside the 20. They're not going to catch him. 76 yards to Gronk. Dahl and Merriweather collided, and the Patriots are a Gostowski extra point away from taking the lead.
Jim, they do this every single game. They love seam passes. They're great at it. Gronkowski's going to go right down here. Watch him as he goes. And then as he gets past, Brady looks it off. He looks to his right, turns. And then just what we saw early in the game against Odell Beckham Jr., the safety taking an angle that's too tough. And Gronkowski, what you find out always when you play him, he's much faster than you ever think.
And that was your flashback video. We had a little Rob Gronkowski 79 yards into the end zone to get the New York Giants, man. To me, this is one of the greatest tight ends in the postseason ever, in my opinion. He just he had a lot of injuries going on with Darius career, but when he was on the field, he definitely was dominant. In the postseason, he always was that guy. He always showed up to play, man. So, a little bit of
fuck Tom Brady. Wow, where'd that come from?
I don't know. Yeah, but he showed up, man. So that was our flashback video of the week. Want to tune in to see what the next one is? You got to tune in next week. Find out what our next one is.
Rest or something.
I get right into the big talk of the week. Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday night football against New England Patriots, and we wound up losing this game. Okay, Mitch the bitch sucks. Let's start off right there. He sucks. Like, so when he comes in to play for us, every time he substitutes, we 0-3 when he substitutes. When he starts, 2-4. Like, he played so bad. It made no sense how bad he played, man. Like, kind of trying to run the ball. Like, New England Patriots is somebody that may not have the greatest offense, but they really have really good defense. Good defense. Also, the number one against the run. So we spent half our game, or probably majority of the game, trying to run the ball. And if it wasn't to Najee Harris or Jalen Warner, it was Mitch Trubisky trying to do as such. The defense did what they could. They got a huge turnover late in the game. Ended in no points. They picked us up early in the game through Mitch Trubisky, and they scored on us, man. They had Bailey out there looking like Tom Brady. Like the way he was throwing that ball to that tight end. We always get ate up our tight ends in the middle. He's up in the middle. I don't know why. That's the thing, man. We saw bad zone coverage plays, man. It's just ridiculous, man. I just feel like nobody really showed
at him.
Nobody really showed up to play, really. If you really ask me, it's unfortunate because you see the frustration on George Pickens' face. Like, this is our best player, our playmaker. Why are we not giving this man the ball, giving him an opportunity to make a play? Why is that? We just look so bad, man, and it was just really disappointing, man. Mitch Trubisky couldn't do anything. He couldn't get the flow of it going. We did get a connection with him and Johnson for 25 yards. We did have that going, but it wasn't enough, man. It just wasn't, man. Like, I really was upset really watching this game. I really was, man. So, like, I just feel like this is a game we should have won, but as usual, this is somebody named Bill Belichick that knows us. He exposes us every single time we play him. Every single time. He knows us so well. He picked us apart. Like, and man, it was really tough watching that. That's 2 back-to-back losses to 2 of 10 teams, man. That's just wow. I'm very disappointed on that Thursday night performance. Bishop, what you got?
Well, I know sometimes people will take my comments a different way, but I look at it like this. The Steelers are the team that they are, okay? They're not a very good team. They haven't been great. The only thing that's holding that team together is the coach, Tomlin. He's finding ways to win games that they shouldn't have no business winning any damn way. They haven't blown out anybody this year. And when they get beat, a couple of times they've gotten blown out. So that tells you what kind of measure the team is. They're not a very good team. And it has nothing to do with the coaching. You can fault Canada all you want. You can fault Austin all you want. You can fault Tomlin all you want. But the coaching is what's keeping that damn team together. If it wasn't for that fact, they probably wouldn't have a 7-6 record. They'd probably be like, 3 and something. So they just don't have the talent on that team. Whether it's Mitch is not a good quarterback. I don't know how Mason would be if you put him in there. Pickens is not a good quarterback right now. And you want to give him time to develop, but quarterbacks should be hitting the ground running in the NFL if they're drafted in the first round. That's how I look at it. If you're not hitting the ground running in the NFL as a quarterback in this NFL in this day, you're not a good quarterback. So I think that's one of the situations that's got to be solved with them. They got pieces on that team. You got TJ Watt, you got Minkah Fitzpatrick, you got Haywood, you got both your running backs and Harris and Jalen Warren. So, and you got a couple of pieces on the offensive line. And you got a pretty decent tight end, 2 maybe decent tight ends. So if they can get that gel everything together, they'll be fine. It's just not their year. They're just not in a position to be, and like I said, it's lucky that they're 7-6, to be honest. To be honest. And like I said, that is all going through the coaching. I think Tomlin, this is what shows you Tomlin is a great coach, because he's probably eked out 3 or 4 games from these players. Motivated these players to win 3 or 4 more games than they should have won in the first place. So I want to say they need to rebuild certain situations. And I don't think Tomlin's job is in any dire question. I think what they're going to do, though, they're going to tell him, look, we're going to do this, this, and this because this hasn't been effective in the last 3 years. So we're going to get a new offensive coordinator, we'll probably get a new defensive coordinator, and then you have to work with them. And I'm sure Tomlin won't have no problem with that. But if that doesn't change the corresponding, and it's bad because it really shouldn't always fall on the coordinators. It should fall on the players. The players are not doing well. Deontay's up there dancing in the end zone when you're down 24 to fucking 3. Fuck up. Sit your ass down, give the ball to the damn referee, and sit your ass back down and go back out there for the next play. You got that happen. You got, different variables of the quarterback. The defense is not playing all together as one unit. So it's just a mess right now in Pittsburgh, and I know they're not used to it because they're used to a certain standard of play. And I think right now Tomlin just holding on to stuff. He's just trying to wait to get better players. And like I said, his 9-8 thing that he's doing every year is starting to get old. So he's going to have to start doing some stuff first, barely making the playoffs or not making the playoffs. He probably won't make the playoffs this year. It's something that they, that might happen. And as much as I'm sure Steeler fans don't like to hear that, but it's just a dire truth of the matter. So, I mean, it is what it is. And like I said, Tomlin said it the best. We are who we are. So.
All right, Monkey, what you got?
I shut that game off before the first quarter ended. But
damn,
dude, I watched the highlights and I was pissed because I have Hunter Henry as a tight end on my fantasy team, and I sat his ass. So, I mean, thanks a lot, Steelers, for that. But you can't really blame this whole game on the offense either, because the Patriots did put up 21 points. And, I mean, they haven't done shit on the offensive side of the ball, hardly at all this year. So you can't really put all the blame on the offense there. I know that if the offense ain't moving the damn ball, then the defense is going to be on the field more and they're going to get tired out and whatnot. But look at the score. It was 21-18. It was a 3-point game. So they should have been about even. I don't know what the time of possession was in that game whatsoever, but I'm basing it off the final score being only a 3-point difference.
You know what pisses me off about this situation, man? We had opportunity to win this game as well. We was 4th and 2 during the last stretch of that drive. And instead of John Pepper, you go for a Hail Mary to Deion Johnson of all people. Like, not only that, their 21 points were scored in the first half. You know they never scored again? They never scored again. They held on to that score. You know how bad that is? And then we got a big, huge interception for turnover on downs. What is going on? Like, I don't understand. We had 2 different opportunities to get minimum yards that we needed. You were trying to throw a Hail Mary for what? You look for the referee to get a DPR? No, it shouldn't even be like that. Like, it's embarrassing, man. It made no sense, man. We've been embarrassed twice in 2 weeks, and it's just sad, man. And I don't trust Mr. Busy, man. He's not good at all. He's not good quarterback. Mason ain't good quarterback either, and Kenny ain't that much better. He's probably a little bit better than both, but it ain't saying much. Because he needs to work too. He needs work too. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it is, man. But this right here is I don't want to call this second one a trap game. This is just a deservedly one. I think last week was more of a trap game than this one. But if it's probably 2 trap games in a row, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. It makes no sense. But this is who we are. This is what we do all the time. Every time we control our destiny, we find a way to fuck it up. Every single time. We were the top seeded wild card team. We had 2 teams we should have won. Now we got a huge stretch coming up. The coach is looking real good. Cincinnati's looking real good. And Seattle looking good. And Baltimore for damn sure looks really, really good. And look at us. Mm-hmm. Like, man, I don't know how much of this Mr. I can take. I can't take it anymore. But I don't think it makes it any better. I really don't. I really don't. Much I wanted to go ahead and say put him out there, he ain't much better. I don't know. Maybe he may spark something, maybe, possibly. We don't know. We grabbed Tracy Swirly. He's played with Baltimore a couple of years back. You know how that is, man. He's on the practice squad as of right now, so he's not even on the active roster as of right now. So, but it's just disheartening watching it. But this is who we are. This is what we do. Just always have, man, from the Tim Tebow thing, the Jacksonville Jaguars thing, the New England Patriots, the touchdown drop. All these things happen. All these things happen all the time, man. And it's ridiculous, man. We need to do some soul searching, man. For real, man. We're not playing like we want to win. We're not playing like we want to win.
And Kevin, to your question that you asked earlier, what the time of possession was, New England had it for 27-41 and Pittsburgh had it for 32-19. So it was kind of even.
Yeah, it's not that you with that being that close, you really can't say that the defense was gassed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They get
especially after you just got done saying that the Patriots didn't score at all in the second half. So that means they got better as the game went on. So
the offense wasn't doing shit.
The defense and the offense were playing like shit the first half of the game. The defense picked up their shit, but the offense said, not today.
Right.
Yeah, it was practically an even. It was a pretty even game.
Too on the snapper, Christian Kunks. That was wild. So that was a little suspect call. I feel like that should have went on New England, but they gave Missouri. They called on us. That special teams penalty. That was wild. That was critical too for us too. That was wild. That was a bullshit call. But I mean, the referees do this stuff all the time. So
So do you think this game is actually telling you the Steelers are worse off than what people realize, or the Patriots are better off than what they realize?
The first one.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's definitely worse off.
We realize.
I
the damn Patriots lost 6-0 to the Chargers at home.
Yeah, but they beat us.
In the last 4 games. The most they scored. They averaged over that.
I understand. And their offense isn't that great either.
No.
Obviously, because
their offense
the Chargers only managed 6 points. I mean, I understand the weather and the torrential downpours and stuff like that, but you're at home. You should have put up some points, at least 3, and made it like a game. But no, you didn't put any points on the board. So, and that's against a damn defense that sucks anyway. Against the Charger defense that sucks anyway. So. It's just, I don't know, man. I think it's more of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's more about the Pittsburgh Steelers playing bad than the New England Patriots actually playing good. It's more about us. Because this is a game we should have won. Just like last week, we should have won that game too. But look what happened. This is what we do. This is who we are, man. But yeah, that's just one of many Pittsburgh conversations throughout this show. I'll do that one. But it's going to move right into Monkeys news.
All right. This is the first time since Bill Belichick's first season in New England with double-digit losses when they went 5-11 that year. CMC's 27 career receiving touchdowns joins Hall of Famers Marshall Faulk and Lenny Moore as the only players in NFL history to have at least 50 rushing touchdowns and 25 receiving touchdowns in their career. Puka Nacua passed Eddie Kennison's 924 yards in 1996 for the most receiving yards by a rookie in Rams history. Nacua currently has 1,029 yards. Raheem Mostert scored his 16th touchdown of the season. He joins Priest Holmes, Austin Eckler, LeGarrette Blount, and Arian Foster as the only undrafted players in the common draft era to score over 15 touchdowns in a single season. Mostert has had a total of 19 career touchdowns as far as the beginning of the season. Tyreek Hill has 1,481 yards receiving, almost 300 more than any other player this season, and more than any player has had in their first 12 games of the season in the Super Bowl era. Hill also had his 5th game with this season with at least 150 yards receiving and a touchdown, a new NFL record, breaking a 6-way tie with Victor Cruz, Roy Green, Don Maynard, and Ben Hawkins and Lance Allworth. C.J. Stroud now has 3,540 yards on the season and is the first rookie to ever lead the NFL in passing yards in the Super Bowl era. Mike Evans has recorded his 10th straight season with over 1,000 yards receiving. No other player has had at least 1,000 yards in their first 7 seasons. Evans joins Jerry Rice as the only 2 players to have 1,000+ receiving yards in 10 consecutive seasons at any point in their careers. Rice had an 11-year stretch from 1986 to 1996. And finally, the Pittsburgh Steelers became the first team over 500 to lose back-to-back games at teams that are 8+ games under 500 in NFL history. Back to you, fellas.
All righty then.
All right, man. Appreciate you for that monkey news. Let's get right into monkey's trivia. Put it back up. I couldn't see that. You knocked it down to prayer.
Yeah, hold on just a moment.
Go ahead.
You know, it's from Solomon.
Did you listen to anything I just said? When did I say it was Tomlin? Move on, because I never said that. What are you talking about? That had to be Ryan.
I think he's just saying that just to say.
When did I ever say it was Tomlin?
No. I'm just saying he's saying it's not Tomlin. He's just agreeing.
I'm about to say I know it ain't Tomlin. I know who it is. But go ahead, Marky.
All right. In just the last 5 games, C.J. Stroud has 1,740 yards through the air. That's the most in any 5 game span by a rookie. What rookie quarterback held the record prior to C.J. Stroud?
Patrick Mahomes?
Ooh.
Nope.
Lamar Jackson?
Well,
he wasn't really a rookie then anyway. He didn't play his rookie season.
Cam Newton?
Is it 2012
in this century? Oh,
yes, 2012.
Andrew Luck?
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Andrew Luck.
Oh, good shit. Good shit. Chasey got one.
As soon as he said 2012, that's how I knew. As soon as he said 2012. All right. You ready to get into these topics?
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. Now that Matt Canada's gone, who's to blame for the offense? I'll be sure to.
As much as, like I said before, as much as y'all want to blame Matt Canada for stuff, and rightly so, some of it was, it's just they don't have enough players to move that offense right now. You only got 264 yards of offense the last game. You're still not moving the ball down the field with or without Matt Canada. So it's not solely on him. It's on whoever else is calling the game, A. B, it's also on the offense. You should be able to move down. There's too many missed passes. You got your backup in there, so you know that's not going to be a good thing, whether it's Mitch or Mason. And Pickett, when he's in there, he's not doing a very good job. He's overthrowing receivers too, or underthrowing them, or whatever the case may be. And Pickens is getting pissed off. You're relying on your run game, which is good. It is a good run game. However, when you rely on them the whole entire time, they shut that shit down. The defense is going to shut that down. Your opponent's defense is going to shut that down and force you to throw, which is your weakness right now. So I don't know who to blame for the offense. I think they just need to reevaluate the people that they have on offense. And I don't think that really has to do with too many of the skill position. I think they need better offensive linemen. I think, in my opinion, I think they need a better quarterback. I don't think they should be waiting, 3 years for Pickett to make a decision whether he's going to be good or not. Yeah, you want to do that. You got him in the first round, but like I said, in this NFL, quarterbacks should be hitting the ground running. They should be throwing for, at least like C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud, dude leads the league in passing yards. He's a fucking rookie. Come on.
Yeah, but that's never happened.
Hit the ground
before.
running.
That's never happened before, though.
But I'm just making a point. Quarterbacks are hitting the ground. Levis hit the ground running, threw 4 touchdowns in his first game. He ain't been great since then, but he hasn't been bad either. You got to hit the ground running when you're a quarterback in today's NFL. If you're not doing that, then you got to go. You got to go or be reduced to a second and find somebody else that can do the job, because that's who the offense runs through.
He had a decent rookie year last year, I thought.
Yeah, well,
I thought as the year progressed, he got better.
Yeah.
I think he took a step backwards, to be honest with you. I call this like a sophomore slump, if you want to call it that. But, I'm willing to give him that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
For me, I got a fair share of blame of what we're left with. We're still left with Matt Canada's offense. So I do blame Matt Canada for a lot of this, man. We're still stuck with his offense. He's not there anymore. We're still running his stuff. Not only that, we will be sure that the quarterback situation ain't good either. Nowhere in the way we turn to. The defense is slacked up too. We lost all of our starting middle linebackers. All of them went down to injuries. You know what I'm saying? So we get up a lot of plays in the middle every single year. We've been doing this forever, though. You know what I'm saying? Mike Thomas is probably just blamed too, as well, man, because he sees exactly what's going on. We got a lot of delicious moments going on as well. I'll blame the wide receivers as well. Everybody get a fair share of what's going on right now, but we all start with this Matt Kennedy offense. He is being tweaked here and there because the quarterback coach and the running back coach is taking over for what it's worth, but we're still running that exact same offense. We're still running it still. So I kind of knew this is something we gonna still have to deal with until next year, but I could blame everybody. Everybody can blame. Nobody playing like they want to win. Nobody.
Shit, blame the powers that be. They kept Matt Canada all this time knowing that they should be firing him, but only kept him because Tomlin wanted him.
Exactly.
So they should have fired him at the very latest last year after he had a rookie and still called that shit he was doing with Ben Roethlisberger and his hurt arm. You know, you can't do that. Yeah. I would, as far as blaming people on the offense, I would go with just about every person on that offense and say it's you. At some point, you know, they're inconsistent and they all got their knocks on them, but there is room for improvement. There really is. You got a young team. Most of your players are under 27 or something like that.
Yeah, we're young. We're not old. We're young.
So you gotta give them time. They got to take their bumps and their bruises and pick themselves back up and get their asses back out there and learn from their mistakes.
I think we will. We'll finish the season 9-8. I think we will, though. I believe we will, though. But that's why I'm not so ready to give up on Kenny Pickett just yet. That's all, because I'm with y'all the 3-year thing, so I want to give them this opportunity to get a fresh start, a new OC, new game plan, and some new weapons, of course, man. And hopefully that'll give us one more chance to prove that you could be a starter for us. If not, I still think we need to draft the quarterback to put a lit fire up in his ass, whether we do it in free agency or in the draft. I think we should either way, to be honest with you. But I want to give one more chance to try to see if he can take control of this offense. If not, man, it's time to move on. You're just not the guy. And right now, you ain't looking that way either. Like I said, you're a little bit better than Mitch Mason, but you ain't much better. You making mistakes too. You are too, but you're a little bit better than them, but you make mistakes too. So I got the fair share, but I can blame everybody. Everybody. The defense doing what they can.
Yeah, it's a team effort.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a firm believer in giving a player 3 years to, become what they should be. Because your rookie year, you don't know what you're really going to get out of somebody. Your sophomore year is a little bit of a learning curve, but by year 3, you should be nice and comfortable and in your zone. Rather you're a starter or not. You've been in the league for 3 years. You should be good to go.
I mean,
no matter what position you're at.
Some of that still retains. Like if you hit the ground running as a quarterback and you're not really doing anything positive on the offense, I mean, 3 years, you should get 3 years. But I mean, if you're flat, and to a point, I agree with our co-host Robbie saying that Canada might have stunt Pickett's growth on the offense. That could be true, but they do have a quarterbacks coach for a reason. Yeah. So again, you can't entirely blame that on Canada. The quarterbacks coach has to be responsible for that too. A lot of quarterback coaches become offensive coordinators, so you got to look at it like that. So it's just a whole bunch of problems that are going on that team, and I think it's just you don't have there. You're probably about 1 or 2 players away from being really competitive for a playoff spot and winning a playoff game. Yeah. I think that's what it is. It's just a couple of players that you need. I mean, TJ Watt can't do it all because Cam Hayward can't stay healthy enough to stay on the field and help him out. And Minkah Fitzpatrick, another one. He can't stay healthy either. But when he's on the field, he does his job. He's great. It's just those certain things, man. It all accumulates. So yeah.
One more thing before we move. To be honest, I hope we don't make the postseason because why? Because we're not no playoff team. We're not. All what's going to happen is what happened 3 years ago. If y'all remember, we made the postseason due to some circumstances of like some help with outside of our conference, help us get into the playoffs, and we got smacked by the Kansas City Chiefs. No business being there. No business. And I feel like the same thing will happen again if we do make it. I don't want to make it because we're going to be embarrassed again because we're not a playoff team. We're not a winning team. I don't want us to go at all. We don't deserve to be there. So I hope we miss it. I hope we at least finish off strong, but I don't want us to make it because we won't get embarrassed again. Because we have to play one of them contender teams that ain't playing no games, that put up points. Once they go 20+, the game's over because we ain't capable of scoring 20+ points. We're capable of it. We ain't capable. Like I said, it really pissed me off because, like I said, New England didn't score again. They didn't score again. No more. After the fact, we still couldn't beat them. And we got lots of but to answer this question, man, I can blame everybody. Everybody get a fair share of this blame. Everybody. I'm hoping next year it can be a fresh start. Like I said, I hope we get a new offensive coordinator. I wish we stopped hiring within. I really wish we stopped doing that, man. That shit is just overrated. And it was all the goddamn time, man. But
it's a team sport. They all get blamed for it.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Right.
But I think that's what's going to happen in the off season too. Is that they're going to have a talk with Tom and say, "Look, we got to turn this stuff around. We can't. Obviously, hiring within is not helping us. So we need to go outside and get some notarized offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators to help turn our team around." So I'm sure they're going to let him know that and say, "Hey, that's the way it's going to be, buddy."
I'm sure he already knows.
Right.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on with our next topic. Then the show. All right, y'all. With 5 weeks left in the season, besides the division winners in the AFC and NFC, who gets in? I guess we're talking about the playoff brackets. I guess.
Yeah. Dumby. Or Kevin.
I would go. I'd like the Texans in the AFC, to be honest with you. If they keep playing the way they are, I can see them squeaking in as a.
They have a 77.8% chance of making it.
Look at that. See,
I'm John
Brian with the facts here. Okay, the Bills are up in the air. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that I'm fully confident in the Bills making it to the playoffs because
Bills have a 20.8% chance of making it in.
Shit.
Right. Yeah. So, but the only thing that makes me think the Bills have a pretty good chance of making it to the playoffs is because most of the teams ahead of us are playing with backup quarterbacks at the present moment and will be for some of them a while. So they're going to drop. The Browns are going to drop. The Bengals are dropping. I don't even know if the Bengals are even in the playoffs.
No.
At the end of today. No.
Bengals have a 10% chance.
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
Which is funny because they just beat a team that's a division leader with a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
So I don't know how fresh these percentages are because I would say that raises them a little bit because if they're beating teams like that, they might have a better chance.
Houston's been my dark horse for the last few weeks anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with just Houston there. And as far as the NFC is considered, man, I'm going to go with other than division leaders, huh? Division winners.
Yeah.
Are we talking about like if it ended today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Well, then the Cowboys.
They're division
Cowboys. We'll take the Cowboys
out
Philly. Of that too because Philly's a division leader.
Okay, my bad.
See, there you go. So for whatever one, but if you want to go outside of those two, I don't know, man. Tampa Bay maybe.
Tampa Bay has a 30.8% chance of winning.
What they got Pittsburgh at? What they got Pittsburgh at?
Pittsburgh is
higher than us.
56.5 actually. Yeah.
Oh wow.
They're mid range. Yeah.
For me, besides the division leaders right now, I'm gonna agree with Kevin there with the Texans for sure. And not only the Texans, I'll say possibly the Colts too. They're looking good too. They're winning games right now. So, but I would choose Houston between the
with
two.
Gardner Minshew.
With Gardner Minshew, right?
I told you he was not going to be a bad pickup for that team.
And we got to play him next week.
People are sitting there saying, "Oh, he's trash," blah blah blah.
The Colts got a 65.5% chance of making the playoffs.
See?
They got the same amount of chance as the Browns do. So the Browns, it goes like this: Texas has got a 77.8% chance of making it. They're the best, the most likely to make it. The Browns and the Colts both have 65.5% chances of making it. Then you got the Steelers with the 56.5%. Then you got the Broncos, amazingly enough, The Broncos are at 23.8%. I don't think they're going to make the play. They did lose kind of bad the last game. And then the Bills, and then the last one is the the Chargers are after the Bills, and then the Bengals. That's in your AFC.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Houston, the Colts, the Broncos is right there too as well, and then Buffalo. I still think they got a chance to do that too as well. When you look at the NFC, you can give me Seattle, you can give me probably the Bucks and the Rams. Possibly.
So in the NFC, the Falcons have a 69.2% chance of getting in the playoffs.
Their fucking division, sorry.
This is true.
I wish
the Packers have a 68.3% chance of making the playoffs, which is legitimate because they're playing really well right now. The Vikings
actually playing pretty decent.
The Vikings are 46.5% have a 46.5% chance of making it. The Rams have a 40% chance of making it. The Seahawks have a 32.3% chance of making it. And the Buccaneers have a 30.8% of making it. And the Saints, the Aints, got 30.3% of making it too.
Oh, wow.
The Taints.
The Taints.
All right, but you know what you got.
That's that. I think right now, I think the Packers. Oh, I hate the Packers, but anyway. Well, let me go with the AFC. Texans are definitely going to make it. Texans are playing some ball, and I think they have a good coach right now. The Stroud is hitting his stride. If he hasn't hit it already, you know what I'm saying. So he's the best quarterback in the league as far as passing yardage. I think the Browns are iffy. I want to see if their defense is going to have to win some games for them. The running game is going to have to stand out. And it's still, I haven't really still seen that yet. And then they got blew out by the Rams, so it's kind of Steelers, Buffalo, I don't know. That division is weird. The Broncos, I don't see them making it. I think the Karma's going to catch their ass. The Colts could make it.
It's okay. You can say the Bills probably won't make the playoffs. It's okay, Brian.
I'm kind of weird on the Bengals because, like I said, they did beat Jacksonville with a backup quarterback, so that's promising for them. The Chargers, I never thought they were going to be Denver and the Chargers. I don't think anybody else is going to come out to AFC West but Kansas City anyway. So, as far as the NFC is, I know Bucks got 30.8% chance of getting in the playoffs, but I think they're going to win that division. I really do. I think today they're playing the Falcons for first place. So we'll see what happens. As far as the Packers and the Vikings, I think the Vikings are going to fade, to tell you the truth. I like Dobbs. Justin Jefferson's coming back this week, but I still think that the Vikings are going to fade. Packers are going to get stronger as time goes by. They have a very light schedule as well. The Rams, surprising, but they could make the playoffs. They're a team to make the playoffs. Saints, hell no. Hell no. They're through. It kind of reminds me of the damn the AFC counterpart, who I don't give enough would be the Chargers. They're not making the playoffs. Like I said, the AFC West is going to be whoever wins that is they're going to be in it. And there's nobody else out the AFC West that's going to be in it. So they just don't have enough good teams.
Right.
But anyway,
I'm going to move on next topic. What do the Jaguars do if Trevor Lawrence is out? Monkey.
If Trevor Lawrence is out, they're not going to have much choice to do much of anything. I don't think their backup quarterback and the team is actually good enough to win without him.
As for me, next man up. I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. Hoping the defense can help as much. Hoping the running game is stellar. We keep the quarterback from throwing the ball as much. Lean on the running game because he's really, really good. The defense is really good as well too. So complimented of both, man. But I think that's the best thing to do. They got no trouble to keep playing. Next man up. Be sure.
While their backup quarterback is C.J. Beathard. So
C.J. Beathard.
Well, you know C.J. Beathard.
He played for San Francisco.
Oh, that's what I did. Okay, I remember him now.
Number 13.
Yeah. I remember now.
But they have, yes, their running game is okay. Their defense is okay.
Oh, I have faith that they're good, but not without Lawrence.
Without Trevor Lawrence, though, Trevor Lawrence is their franchise, basically. So, I mean, you don't have your franchise playing. And from what I've been hearing from reports, though, they're going to try to put him out there. So,
really?
This week, yeah. So if they can do that, then they might be okay. But I don't know if you want. I don't even know if you want a 75% or 50%. Lawrence. I don't think you want that. I think it's going to be just as bad as you have Beathard out there. So I don't know how good he is ready to play, but I don't know, man. I don't see them. I mean, they had Lawrence out there basically the whole game against Cincinnati before he got hurt, and they didn't win that game. So that tells you a lot right there, too. I think Jacksonville and the Lions are like on the same course. I think they both are – they look good. They got a winning record, but really, are they that good? You know what I'm saying? Can they win a playoff game? I just don't think Jacksonville can win a playoff game right now. I don't think they're built like that. I think they're another team that is a couple players away from winning a playoff game. But, I mean, they did well last year against the Chargers, but that was just – defensive overload on the Chargers and whatever. The fact of the matter is they're not a great playoff team. They're not a San Francisco. They're not a Kansas City. They're not a Baltimore. They're not those kind of teams. They're not built to take on a long playoff run, and they're not going to. So without him, they ain't going nowhere. Because with him, they're not really great. They're good enough. So that's my take.
All right, go ahead, move on. Monkey trivia number 2.
Okay, Mike Evans is just the third player in NFL history to surpass 1,000 yards in double-digit seasons. Name the other 2 receivers to do so.
Jerry Rice.
Yep.
And
he had 14 seasons.
He had 14. And dang, who? I want to say Moss so bad. I'm not really sure.
It is Moss.
Moss. It was Moss. Okay. I was going to say
Moss.
Okay. All right. That was pretty good. I knew. I was like, I wanted to say so bad. I was like, hold on. Because
you get a half win.
I guess I'm gonna have to make some of these harder next time.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
You're guessing them too quick.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true. Not to you.
I thought they were pretty good. I thought they were pretty good questions.
They are.
I was surprised you.
We're just getting better at answering them. That's all.
Yeah.
You got to think.
You guys must be brushing up on your NFL history.
And I'm paying attention to Monkeys News now.
Yeah.
I'll just mess with you. I'm going to move on our next topic. All right, can Tyreek Hill be the first wide receiver MVP? If he gets that 200 yards, I say yes, because I don't think no quarterback right now is playing the MVP level at all. No quarterback at all. Nobody. So I think if no quarterback is playing, they move to the second best position, and which is the wide receiver position. So I think they'll probably go Tyreek Hill. I think they have an opportunity, but he has to at least hit it. I think he needs about 5'18" to hit 2 Gs for 1,000 yards goal. So he has the opportunity. I feel like no MVP, no quarterback's playing. I think if you do have to choose quarterback, probably CJ Stroud, but I don't think they're going to give it to a rookie. I think his peak is offensive rookie of the year, all pro bowler. I don't think they're going to give him that MVP. I just don't see it happening. But I've seen strange things happen before, so who knows? I've seen strange things happen before. So, but yeah, I think he definitely has the opportunity. He hit 2,000, yes. Be sure.
Yeah, if he surpasses Calvin Johnson's record, again, it's 17 games. Asterisk. So if he does surpass it, then yeah, I would say he should be a strong candidate for MVP to win it. We all know that's not probably going to happen though, because this is a quarterback's award. Really, it's not really. I think one defensive player has won MVP. In all of the time NFL has been around, one defensive player. So and yeah, wide receivers have won it in the past. Running backs have won it in the past. A kicker has won it. So I mean, it's not It's not like they can't. There's a chance. There's a chance. But it's not like I said, he's got to perform up to it. I mean, even Calvin Johnson get the MVP that year, and he broke the record. So, like I said, Tom Brady was probably the MVP that year. I'm not sure about that. I got to check that one out. But
he got screwed because he played in the wrong era. Is that what that happened? That's what happened there.
He played in the wrong era and the wrong team. That's what it was.
You said kicker won that? Lions. You said kicker won that?
Yeah, kicker won once. Yep.
Way before my time.
That was one of my it was way before any of our times. It was one of my favorite questions. I think it was like last year or in the beginning of the season.
Okay, I'm about to say that was way before my time because I damn sure. That's wild. A kicker.
He played for the Giants, didn't he?
I can't remember, man. You're gonna make me look that shit up now.
But Monkey, what you got though?
I couldn't stand Tyreek Hill when he was playing with the Chiefs. Now I really can't fucking stand when he's playing for the Dolphins. And I really hate the fucking Dolphins. But you got to give credit where credit is due. And if he does break the record, and I say especially if he does it in 16 games, that he should win that MVP. And like you already said, there's you got quarterbacks that are having a good year, or maybe even their best year of their careers, like Dak Prescott. But are they really MVP worthy numbers?
Nope.
I mean, if you're comparing them to the other ones in the league, yeah, sure. But those aren't, as far as like the last 30 years that I can remember, you've had usually most quarterback, they're having a great stellar year and they're somehow surpassing all the other positions. Well,
yeah,
this year,
we've seen quarterbacks have MVP, well, not MVP years, but good years, and they win MVP just because they're a quarterback.
Right,
that's
exactly.
The that I have with the whole process.
Yep.
Get the best player. Most valuable player is the one that's breaking records or setting records or close to doing both of those and changing their team to win games for their team. Whether it's a quarterback, receiver, running back, fucking defensive player, don't make a difference. That's who the MVP should be. There's bullshit with the quarterback. This is what I'm talking about. Quarterbacks get too much damn credit for shit that they can't control. And that's what the MVP award is about. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and move on with our next topic.
By the way, that kicker, his name was Mark Dwayne Mosley.
Mm-hmm.
And he played for 16 seasons where he played in Philly for the Philadelphia Eagles, the Houston Oilers, the Washington Redskins, and the Cleveland Browns. He was drafted in 1970 by the Eagles.
Didn't he play different positions though? He wasn't just a kicker, wasn't he? Didn't he play other positions?
Good question. Let me look at his stats.
I think that would be another condition for a kicker to win.
I think he did. Yeah. I know he scored a shit ton of points though.
Yeah. He probably was a quarterback / kicker / I don't know what the hell else. Yeah, in those days they had two-way players, man. They didn't give a damn. A quarterback could be a corner. Some quarterbacks were linebackers. I'm like, what the hell? I was looking at them old films. I'm like, this dude, man.
When he played for Philly, he had he also punted the ball. He had 10 punts for 350 yards.
Okay. He's a kick returner, Robbie.
Jack of all trades over there. All right, Charles. So how would you rate Commissioner Goodell? Go ahead, D-Shella.
This dude is single-handedly destroying his league. I'm telling you, this has become a sissified league. It's basically the league is becoming what the society is right now. Chicken shit bastards. That's what they are. And I understand that he's trying to do things to implement safety. It's football. People are getting the same amount of concussions that they were getting before. It's mediaized now. And then on top of that, I mean, you're basically devaluing the defense because you're getting all these penalties going against the defense, so the offense can be going up and down the field. Look, fuck that. This is football. Football is a gladiator sport. And I know people don't want to hear this, but if you can't take playing football, don't fucking play it. Mm-hmm. These players get paid big ass time money to play their positions.
It's called a gridiron for a reason.
Exactly. It's a gladiator sport, no matter what. It's to the point now, if you compare it to gladiator terms, you wouldn't stick a gladiator into an arena full of body armor to fight a lion or fight somebody else, because that would be unfair. He ain't going to get touched, really. So I don't understand the whole concept behind this. You're going to get hurt no matter what. Concussions haven't really gone down with the safety. You got people slamming into each other at odd amounts of miles per hour every other play. You can't stop that. That's the way the game is built. I'm all for making it safer, but you're doing shit to fuck the game up other ways. Defensively, you're not letting the defense play. Man, let somebody hit somebody. And I understand if the crown hits the crown of the other helmet that you want to put a penalty on that. I get that. But then you got the referee's got to be changed. He's too very busy worried about the fucking tush push, but he's not worried about the refereeing. The refereeing is horrendous in this league. Every game comes down to a stupid call, basically, that's not made or is made, and it's not a call. This stuff has got to stop. But people are going to stop watching this sport, and then all your money is going to go down the drain. It's going to be flag football, and nobody wants to watch flag football. Sorry.
I'll watch the lingerie football league then.
There you go.
Because they hit. Speak what you want. Those girls hit hard. I don't care what no one says. They like to hit each other. It's funny.
So for me, I agree with everything Bishop said. I don't know how you make a physical contact safe. I get it. You want to protect these players, but this is a contact sport. You might turn to flag football if that's the case, man. I get what you're trying to do. Safety is important, man. The CT thing and the concussion thing is a big thing in our league, man. But it's physical contact. Like, also, I agree with Bishop again. Defense can't even play defense. Anybody get hit? You can't hit anybody. You can't go low. You can't go to the middle. You can't go up top. You can't hit the truck. What can you do? What do you ask these players to do?
Get flagged every play?
Every play, man. I don't know what to do. So I ran big fat zero. I don't know what you want. What do you want? We can't go high. We can't go low. We can't go in the middle. You can't go anywhere. Everything's a dirty play now. Everything's a dirty play. And anybody more dirty than these goddamn referees. So like, you want to be honest. So for me, zero. I don't know, man. I don't know what you want me to say. You can't make a physical contact safe. There's no way unless you go 2-hand touch. But if you do that, nobody's watching the football. Nobody's watching football. Nobody.
I'm telling you. Right. I told you. I'll just watch the lingerie football league.
I'm going to baseball.
It'll be way more interesting.
I don't even watch baseball.
Fuck baseball. I can't get past the freaking first inning without passing out.
I'd rather watch golf.
I'll watch a little bit of golf, but I'll still pass out before they get past.
I'll pass out before the game starts. Before the game starts. Too quiet.
But there's only one thing that I have liked that has actually happened in the past few years with Goodell being commissioner. And I don't even know if he has anything to do with it or not. But during practice and the whatnot, they have them padded helmets on the outside.
Yeah.
That they used to go over the helmets. That has actually helped tremendously as far as preventing head injuries during the practices and shit before the season starts. So I think that's the only thing that everything else is going to shit.
I mean, it's a safety perspective. He's doing fine. I have no problem with what he's doing. I understand he wants to make the sport safer, but again, in realizing that it's still football. Yeah, it's still football. And when you take it in this quarterback shit where, we don't hit the quarterback, blah, 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 and the quarterback's got to be, dude, how many starting quarterbacks are playing right now? We got a lot of backup quarterbacks out there playing because the starting quarterbacks got hurt. And not because of any bad hits, just because they're just getting contacted in the pocket or they twist their leg a different way, or the turf. So it's not preventing anything from happening to the quarterbacks. It's just you're just making it more easier for the quarterback to read the defense. which you're not letting them do anything anyway. So of course they're going to be throwing for 3,000-4,000 yards a season because they ain't got nothing to do but sit back there and wait. And you get hit, you get a flag. And sometimes they get hit, and it really shouldn't be a flag, and they call it a flag anyway because you're hitting a quarterback. I don't want to mention no names, Patrick Mahomes, but anyway, those kind of stuff. This game is starting to slip away into flag footballness. So they got Goodell, all these damn owners. Oh, let's give Goodell a raise, man. Fuck that shit. Don't give him no damn raise. Tell him we expect this, and this from you. If you don't do this, and this, fuck on.
Yeah, we're good for move on.
Too, so.
Before we move on, my thing I really understand is the roughing the passer. I feel like with that call, like if you drop in weight on the quarterback, but I seen what defense didn't do that, and they still get flagged for roughing the passer. So I understand what is rushing the passer. So I don't understand what it is. They say you drop.
What is a catch?
You can't drop your weight on them as you.
What is a catch?
I see them touch him, and push off. It's like the Patrick Mahomes call, like bullshit. Like rubbing the passer, really? Like I don't know. I don't understand that roughing the passer.
We can put all these questions on Jeopardy. What is a catch? What is DPI? Because nobody has any of that squared away. Nobody knows.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Right.
The correct answer is I don't fucking know either.
Right.
I'm going to get to our next topic. All right, Charles. The Lions in-game lapse and cause for concern. Be sure.
Yes. They suck defensively. Like I said, they're patching up this line right now. Aleem McNeil's not going to be playing in the Chicago game. That's bad because he's a very good run stopper, and he can rush the passer once in a while. They won't have him. I'm almost like and sometimes it's like Hutchinson's only out there on his own because there's nobody to help him rush the passer. And there's 2 or 3 times I've seen him get doubled and triple teamed. You got to have other people on the other end to rush the passer. Now we got Irvin. Irvin comes into the game, sacks the quarterback, gets fined for it because he did fall on the quarterback, but he got a sack. I count that. That's good. That's something that he got a sack from another player. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Lions need. Their secondary sucks. They got Sutton. He can't run fast. I've noticed he's just a CB2. He's not really a CB1. No. Jerry Jacobs is like crap. He'll play 10% of the time. You'll see him get an interception, but the other 90% of the time he's getting beat. So and our safeties aren't playing where they were playing last year. They're not playing good. Brian Branch is outshining the safeties that are veterans. It's I don't know, man. The defense sucks. And if they can't, I can't really see them winning too many games in this next 5 games because their defense is not good. And their offense can't keep bailing them out. They can't. They're a good offense. But if you keep putting them behind the 8, they're not going to be good. They're going to keep playing from behind. Goff is not that kind of quarterback. He's not a come from behind quarterback. He's not a Matt Stafford. He ain't going to do that for you. So unless they get some stuff, and Aaron Glenn, reminds me of Austin. Aaron Glenn needs to go after this season. They need to find a new defensive coordinator because he puts them players out of position a lot of times. And he plays zone when they should be playing man when they should be playing zone. It's fucking goofy. And then all these Lions fans, he's got to play with the players he's got. He's got good players. He's not utilizing them. That's the point. So, yeah, it's cause for concern.
All right, Monkey.
I'm going to agree with Brian. I mean, who am I to argue with a Lions fan on Lions games lapses? But besides that, I've actually only caught 1 or 2 of their games this year, so that doesn't help either. But from listening to Brian every day, it sounds pretty genuine, and that'd be a yeah.
I agree. How can I argue? Because he knows the Detroit Lions, so I agree. But regardless of the lapse in their game, they only lost 3 times. won 9 games in spite of all that, man. So I think this is something that can be fixed still. I'm not saying I got the greatest defense in the world, but you're still winning. You're still winning your division. You're going to win your first division crown. You're almost there. You know what I'm saying? You got 5 more games left. I see 10 plus games in y'all future. Yeah, you got some laps in the defense. Yeah, you got some concerns there. We know you know that. We all agree there. But y'all still winning. Y'all still finding ways to win. Always ain't always the greatest either because y'all go always make bad games too. But y'all find ways to win. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's going to be a point where y'all going to take a downturn. I don't think so. I still think y'all can win the next 3 out of these 5s. That they starting with today. So, and if you win today, that's 10 wins. Then what you gonna say? I think you locked the division up after
they got to win. They got to win 3 games to lock the division up.
Okay, cool. All right, you know better than I do. So yeah, as far as the end last part of defense concerned, because I see what you're talking about, and Aiden Hutchinson not getting the calls he deserves, basically being held every single play. I see it. Brian Branch
basically,
yeah. Sutton never was a number 1 corner. He was always a very good slot man. That's what he was. A very good slot guy. I don't know where that came from. Put him in the TV1. I don't know why. But whatever. But other than that, man, in spite of all that, man, y'all still win the game. Y'all find a way to win. Your head coach is still finding ways to win these games in spite of all that, man. So I wouldn't be much of a concern. But, yeah, you want to have your defense making plays for you, especially when it comes to postseason, man. That's what you want them to step up the most. But I think that within the next 5 weeks, y'all got a chance to do what y'all need to do to fix it. But it ain't to the point where y'all be like, oh, damn, here go Detroit Lions taking a downturn again. Nah, I don't think it's that. Like, y'all more different from before. Y'all way different from before, man. Y'all got issues, which we all talked about, but I think it ain't a big concern. It's something that can be fixed. I believe you fix it today.
Look at the positivity of this guy.
I'm just tell you the truth. I see some bad Detroit Lions teams. I see you see it better than me. This from outside looking in, man. Y'all have growth. Y'all have grown, man, for real.
Yeah, I mean, and then every growth process too. You know, Kevin hit on it before. You have to wait for processes to take effect as well. These aren't the best. This is a good Lions team because coaching has made it a good Lions team. I think Dan Campbell has gotten the best out of the players that he has. I don't think the Lions as a whole, as a team, are very good, because they don't have a lot of impact players that need to make impacts, especially on defense. Offensively, they're pretty good, but defensively, they don't have enough impact players. And I understand where people will say Aaron Glenn is like, you know, he doesn't have the players, but that's what you coach him up for. It always comes around. We had this conversation not too long ago about how coaches affect the game, and coaches are a big part of the game. And if you can't coach people up, or you keep putting your players in bad positions, you're not a good coach for that position. So if you can't keep doing this, and Aaron Glenn hasn't had a good defense in 3 years, he's been defensive coordinator. So he's got to go. He does. If you haven't improved on your defense, you got to go. And our defense is slipping. It used to be in top 10. Now it's in the bottom half of the league. Now it's like 24th, 25th. So that tells you something right there. They got to stop that kind of stuff. It's just those things got to be alleviated. That's
your question. So if the defense got better, how you still have concerns with them too? If they gotten better?
If they got better, then I mean, really, to get in the playoffs, a lot of people said defense wins championships, which is still a true moniker. You know, the Lions got a good running game. They can stop the run. Those are good aspects to have. But if their defense is playing bottom half of the league, they're not going to win a playoff game. If they're playing above, like they're playing top 15 defense, then they should be fine. If they were playing a defense they were playing at the beginning of the season, then I would have no problem with them. But when you see laps like that and you see a constant degradation of the defense over a course of the last 3 or 4 games, that's reason for concern. And if you're not doing anything to control that, or you're not doing anything to patch that up, you're not making adjustments. And I've seen that. They're not making adjustments at halftime. They're not even focused in the beginning of the game. Green Bay and Chicago went down the field on them like it wasn't nothing the 2 games prior. Like nothing. It's like they were just like a hot knife through butter. That's how it was. And they got to stop that kind of stuff. They can't do that, especially against the division opponents. So, I mean, they got to, if they get the defense better, yes, I'll say they're better. But until I see that shit, nope.
We're going to move to Monkey's Trivia number 3.
Devon H. Hantide, Hall of Famer Gale Sayers in 1965, and Buffalo All-American star Okie Anderson 1920 for second most touchdowns in a player's first 6 games with 9. Who holds the record for most touchdowns in their first 6 games?
Damn, I just saw this too.
Damn. I thought I saw this too. Yeah, I did. Adrian Peterson?
No.
We're
talking before your time, actually.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
I know you're screwed in this one.
Emmitt Smith?
Me too.
No, before his time.
Before my time?
This is from the 80s.
The 80s, okay.
Before my time, okay.
Early 80s.
Early 80s. Oh, you said a person that scored 6 touchdowns?
No, who holds the record for most touchdowns in their first 6 games?
Shit, I don't know. Nobody from my time. Oh, man.
Drew Pearson?
No, it's not Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders didn't play until 89.
He played for 89.
Ryan commented Barry Sanders, so I figured I'd answer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all.
Can we get a hint?
He said early 80s, not late 80s, Brian.
That ain't giving it away.
He played for. This is going to give it away, man. He played for the Colts and the Rams.
Johnny Unitas?
No.
Oh,
that was worse than Barry Sanders.
What's his name? Oh my goodness.
Well, at least it was early.
Did he just recently make the Hall of Fame?
He wore glasses.
Eric Dixon?
Yeah. Eric Dickerson with 10. He had 10 in the first 6 games.
God damn.
He said the glasses.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's why I said that'll give it away. I said because of the glasses. So I had to switch it up and say, oh yeah, he played for the Colts and the Rams. So
there's a lot of people. I mean, although Jerome Bettis played for Indianapolis at one time and he went to the Rams, or he went to the Rams and he went to Pittsburgh. It's kind of like the same thing. No, Marshall Faulk was the one. Went from Indianapolis to the Rams. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also did the same thing. Yeah. But that wasn't his time. So.
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on our next topic. Did the Niners make a statement with their dominating win over the Eagles? Yes. And here's why.
You weren't even a twinkle in your mama's eye in the early 80s.
Normally when teams talk trash prior to game and I play a game, sometimes the outcome doesn't go their way. But this is a little bit different. They talked all this trash and they backed it up. Here's why. You couldn't stop CMC. Couldn't stop Debo. The 49ers also number 1 against the run. So the Philadelphia Eagles wasn't able to run the ball at all. A lick. They shut it down. And they forced Jalen Hurts to do something he not comfortable doing. Throwing the ball. He threw the ball 45 times. They live on play action. Play action come with the running game. And the 49ers shut that down and forced him to throw that ball. And it wasn't very effective at all. Then it's already tough stopping CMC. When you get somebody like Debo going as well, it's a big axe. It's a real big axe, man. And they went inside out and shut y'all down. Like you see the first 2 drives the Eagles did goes field goals. Then the second half, I just feel like in the fourth quarter, the Eagles gave up. I really feel like it was over. You couldn't stop. There was no answer for this offense. Brock Purdy is benefiting with the pieces that he has around him. The defense is really stellar. Even though they look like good safety last couple of weeks, they're still showing no sign of slowing down. Since Chase Young got into that team, then they average over 20 plus more sacks than they had before then. They get to the quarterback now. They're more better than they were before, making it more easier for Nick Bosa to do what he needs to do. Man, they really came in there and punched them in their mouth. They dominated. They shut the run game down. The Eagles proud themselves of running the ball, getting that play action going. But it was unable to happen because the running game was nowhere. I think the most attempts was 6. I think Jalen Hurts led that, if I'm not mistaken. But the running game was not effective, and that's the reason why they couldn't make any plays. And the 49ers came in there and they dominated. They made a huge statement, man. Debo said it. If I had my quarterback that year, it would have been a different outcome. I guess they proved it. When Brock Purdy was in it, what happened? So, yeah. They did. Be sure. I said a lot.
Yeah. This not only made a statement against the Eagles, this made a statement against the league. San Francisco is the best team in the league. I don't give a damn what nobody says. I think right now they can take out Baltimore. No problem.
Oh yeah.
Their defense is playing when they are healthy. And this is part of the San Francisco thing. They got to be healthy. If everybody's healthy, they play as a unit and they dominate. They dominated Dallas. They dominated Philadelphia. They dominated Philadelphia in Philadelphia. The first quarter it was 6-0. You know what makes San Francisco so great? Because they make adjustments. Once they made that adjustment and they started getting somewhere in the second quarter, they just took off and ran with it. And then they just beat the Eagles over the head with it. The Eagles they're probably one of the worst 10-2 teams I've ever seen in my life. People got to understand something. And I think Dallas will beat them today. I really do. I think Dallas is going to beat them.
I'm scared. I don't know where that's true.
Dallas is just Dallas is playing at a peak right now, and they're playing in Dallas. Eagles are coming off a bad loss. So you add those two together, and then the Eagles are they're barely winning games. They barely beat Washington twice. I think they won 7 games, 6 points. Yeah, 6 points or less. They've won 7 games. But this is supposed to be the team that's supposed to be the dominant team in the NFL because they got all these players on there. They got a great defensive line, a great offensive line. You should be blowing out teams. You should be the 85 Bears on these teams. You should be the 2000. You should be the 2000 Ravens on these teams. That's how you should be dominating. And when San Francisco has got all their players, that's how they're playing. Mm-hmm. So, I just San Francisco is probably the best team in the NFL right now. Hands down, best team.
Monkey.
Yeah. Not only did they make a statement to the Eagles, they made a statement to their fans. Their fans were getting all cocky and arrogant, and they should have been humbled, but they weren't. So, I guess they didn't learn their fucking lesson yet. So they're just going to lose again today against Dallas. I agree with everything you said. And then you got to look at the turnover differential. We'll get into that later.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy about this?
And the pass defense is horrible for the Eagles. Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom 3.
And then I knew that time was coming with the kid in front of us. Because if you think about it, the Chiefs, you barely escaped that game. If you catch that ball, that's a loss. The following week, the Buffalo Bills forced overtime on you. Josh, I don't know, the inside to the outside, the game's over. You dodged 2 games. And when I was like,
3 actually, because Dallas they lost because Dak wasn't in his right mind in the fourth quarter. He should have fucking ran out of bounds instead of doing that dumb shit he did. You crushed it. So they should have lost that game too.
I'm like, yeah, that's right. So 3 games you stuck past. Before I was like, nah, we know you're better, but I put actually where I come from. Shut the running game down, force Jalen Hurts to throw. Jalen Hurts threw 45 times. That's not like him. There's nothing he does. That's not something he does. They talk about that.
That's not how Philadelphia is built. They're built to run the ball and pass off play action.
Exactly. And they shut it down. And the front was number 1 against the run. You wasn't doing anything. You couldn't do anything. I was arguing with my homeboy. He kept saying, man, we didn't run the ball. The reason why you didn't run the ball because you couldn't run the ball. That's why they shut it down. And I told him, bro, the front was a much better team. I tried to tell him. He didn't listen to me. I tried to tell him, but he tried to blame the tiredness. Man, every NFL team tired. I don't want to hear that shit. Everybody play Thursday night games. I don't want to hear that. You just get a little mini bye after the fact. You know what I'm saying? That's the good part about it. But everybody, you knew this schedule was coming up. But when y'all was winning these games prior to that 49ers game, I hear you complaining a bitch about being tired. You moved to the 49ers. Oh, we tired. We ain't get enough time to rest. So if you win today, you gonna bring it up? If you do, but I don't think you are anyway. But if you do, you gonna bring up tiredness? I bet now one of y'all gonna do that. But yes, the 49ers dominated. They were telling you how they dominated. Gave you a 40 piece, with 2 flaps on the side. You got what you deserve, if you ask me. But we're going to move on with our next topic. Speaking of Dallas, all right, John. What are the Dallas chances to make it through the first round of the playoff? Further, Monkey.
I think they'll get through the first round if they actually, list or win the majority of their games and get the first round. Bye-bye. Then we don't. You got to worry about it. I guess it would all depend on who they're playing. To be honest with you, some teams they play better than others.
Be sure.
So if the season was to end today, there's still a wild card now. Just keep in mind that.
Right.
If the season was to end today, they would play the Atlanta Falcons. That's a win. That's a win. And then if it ended today, Philadelphia would be the number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco would play Green Bay. They would annihilate Green Bay because San Francisco always beats Green Bay, whether it doesn't make a difference who it is at quarterback. And then the Lions would play Minnesota. And I would probably give that edge to the Lions only because Lions are playing at home to Minnesota. And Minnesota's going down while Detroit is kind of flat. So in the next round, you have Philadelphia playing a team with the lesser record, which in this case would probably be probably the lower seed. So they would play Dallas. Philadelphia would play Dallas. Now, stemming at what happens to today, if Dallas beats Philadelphia, they have a possibility of beating Dallas. I think this is one of the best Dallas teams that I've seen in a while. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we can sit here and joke about Dallas being inept since '95, whatever. I think this is one of the best teams right now that they've had. They have a very good defense. I mean, I still want to see them beat teams over 500 on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? So if they can do that, if they can start by beating Philadelphia today, they have a good chance of making it at least into the third round to the NFC championship. Because they can beat Philly. If they can beat Philadelphia, they can beat Philadelphia in the playoffs. I'm just saying. Nobody's going to beat San Francisco. I'm sorry. This ain't going to happen, no matter who's playing. Because Detroit would get San Francisco in this case at the playoffs end of the day. San Francisco and Detroit would play, and San Francisco would beat the fuck out of Detroit. And then they would go play whoever wins the Philadelphia-Dallas game. Like I said, Dallas is showing good. I think they'll show good in the playoffs this year. They're just not going to win the Super Bowl because San Francisco is a way better team than anybody right now on that level. So,
all right. So for me, I think they make it past the first round. I think y'all remember Dak Prescott is 8-4 against the Philadelphia Eagles. So this is the customer beating this team. You know what I'm saying? So if they do, I think they will do it today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them a little inner Stephen A. Smith going. I want them to pass. I want them to get high. I want them to get excited. I want them to win this game. I want them to win the division game. I want to see them in the NFC Championship game. As soon as they get up there, they'll go down. And you want to know why? Because they're allergic to prosperity. Every single time you think the Dallas Cowboys going to do something, they find a way to ruin it. They never let it down. So be patient. What's the next one? The next one says, be patient. Be patient. Be patient. We'll be right. We'll be right. I want them to get hype. I want them to put up all seriousness. I think they will. If they're play Atlanta, they're doing it. They never get past that game. But yeah, I think they will. But I think this may be the chance. I think they get to the NFC Championship game. Now, I don't think they're going to win it because they run against 49ers. It's over. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely got an opportunity to make the NFC Championship game. They definitely do. This is probably the best Cowboys team I've ever seen. It probably has been. But no, I've seen this happen before. I think they went 14-2, and they got knocked out the second round with the first to the 49ers. I think it was to the 49ers. If I'm not mistaken, it was. They eliminated. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, yeah, I want that for them.
They lost to Seattle one year in the playoffs. They lost to San Francisco one year in the playoffs. First round eliminations too.
Yeah.
So twice. I think they're built better this year. I think they're just a better team.
Yeah, but yeah, I think they will. But they're gonna fall at the very end. They're gonna fall. So just be patient. Let's kind of move on our next topic. Should the Chiefs be concerned about their recent slow defensive starts? Be sure.
Yeah, they should have been concerned about that. Their defense sucks. I mean, they're not great. They've never been great in the first place. But right now, with the deficiency of the offense and Patrick Mahomes not playing like Patrick Mahomes and his receivers, playing dropsies with everything, I think the defense, everything is falling on a defense. And once it starts falling on a defense, you realize what your defense is. Once your defense has to start stopping teams and having to win the game or get the offense in the position to win the game, then their defense is not very good. Now, good note for Kansas City today is they're getting Nick Bolton back. That guy is a freaking beast. If he can play on the level that he left, their defense will get a whole lot better. He'll make that defense a whole lot better. But like I said, it's, they paid all that money to Jones. He really hasn't been effective. He's a beast, and he needs to be looked out for on defense when you're playing offense, but he hasn't really made any game-changing plays this year. And that was the fear I had when they were talking about, we signed Chris Jones and blah, blah, blah. I said, he ain't going to make it. Defense needs to play as a unit. If they can't play as a unit, it doesn't make a difference when he does. So if he's there, the players that should be making differences aren't making differences on their defense right now. I think their best defensive player, in my opinion, right now, who's playing is, and he's not playing real good, the secondary guy, the rookie of last year. What the hell is his name? What's his name, Kevin? Do you remember?
No.
The rookie. He's a junior. Is he a junior or damn? What is he? I can't remember his damn name. I usually know these corners names too.
McDuffie. Is that it?
What's that? McDuffie. Yeah, he's the best player on defense. Yeah. And that's not saying much because he blows coverages sometimes too. But he is their best player right now, and I just don't. Their defense needs help too. They need help. I hope Nick Bolton does it for him. So, yeah. What you got, Kev?
Yes, they should be concerned. I think there's more to it than just the defense, though, and their slow starts. Like you said, Mahomes ain't playing Mahomes football. Doesn't help when your wide receivers are dropping balls left and right. Trust me, I know all about that one. But at least his wide receivers ain't dropping too many of them into the defender's hands.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's gonna catch up to him eventually. I just don't know when. I don't think it's their year to go to the Super Bowl at all. I don't think it'll be them. To be honest with you, I think the Bills will probably end up winning today.
All right. For me, yeah. And the rest team, they seem to have that tenure to have a slow defense during the rest of the game. It seems like when they're trying to post it, they seem to click. They start playing really, really well. So that's what I think is going to happen again. It happened last year. The defense wasn't great last year either. When they got posted, they played a lot better than the regular season. And it was one of the better defensive teams. As far as the offense goes, I don't know if I really could say defensively. I can say the same thing about the offense. Offense has got a lot of issues with their wide receiver core. I don't think it's all Patrick Mahomes, man. He's doing what he can. But when you got receivers dropping the ball, man, what can you ask?
There's not much you can do.
Oh, it's not all him, but yeah. Nick Bolton getting back is a plus. Isaiah Pacheco not going to be playing today at all. They just announced that he's not playing against the Bills today. So I may help y'all out a bit because they run the game.
They got like 4 players out.
Yeah, so
Pacheco is the key for their offense.
Yeah, and not having what's up, man. But their defense always been that way. They've never been really aggressive in the regular season. But in the postseason, they seem to play a lot better. They start clicking on all cylinders on defense somehow. But I don't know. I think it's more of the offense than it is the defense, if you ask me. But yeah, that's my take on that one. Monkey, you went right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right, we're going to move on to Jag-Off of the week. All right, Sean, every single week, got to talk about somebody doing something foolish. Now, this happened. I have 2 this week. I have 2 this week. I have 2. Usually, I either have 1 or sometimes maybe none. But no, this week I got 2. So what we're going to do, before I play the first one, it's one thing to the fact that you're already losing and you lose situation. But then when you finally score and you celebrate as if you're winning, like you're not down 14-0, is a problem for me. And this is why I'm giving you Jag of the week. Go ahead and play the video.
Good throw. Nice catch. Touchdown by the Steelers. A 2-yard bullet thrown by Trubisky. And they're still down 24-9. So
why are you celebrating and we're down 14? What are you doing?
I like that comment, though. It was a shaded comment at the end there. He goes, and they're still down 24-10.
So my thing is, we're down 14 points. Why are you celebrating? Why are you celebrating the losing effort? Did I just give you sit your head down last week for not blocking, or even trying to recover the football when it fumbled? Now you're on Jag of the week now? What are you doing? You're pissing me off, man. Like I don't understand. There's no reason to celebrate. You should just cross it out and got right to the bench because we got nothing to celebrate about. Nothing to celebrate for. I don't understand. I don't get it, man. You and this diva shit, man, is out of control. So, John, we go to you, Johnson. Congratulations. Now, my second guy, the reason why I'm giving him Jag of the week because Josh Allen was sitting right there. I don't know what in your mind you thought on this way. What you thinking in this department? Let's go ahead and play a video.
From the 25, this is Boyd. That's behind the line of scrimmage. He's looking to throw, and he throws a pick. Intercepted by Josh Allen. From the 20.
Now, me and Bishop kind of had to talk about this. He kind of was upset about the play itself. But for me, it's like, Josh Allen's here right there. What are you doing? Like the play was bad overall. It was a bad call overall. I agree with Bishop for what it's worth. But come on, man. You do it right to him. I see you see two players. Yes. But it's a big-ass linebacker. Defensive end, I think he played defensive end, right? Or it's been linebacker. Which one Josh Allen plays?
He's
linebacker.
like the edge rusher.
Linebacker. And right there, you do it right to him, Tyler Boyd. What are you doing? This is a bad play overall. Be sure it was right, but that play was just stupid. You do it right to him. Like,
well, you know, as I saw that play, I was looking at that play too. I was like, well, wait a minute, who the fuck are you throwing to? Because even if Josh Allen, there was a lineman right behind him. There was. Are you passing into the offensive lineman?
Oh my God,
to, bro!
Oh my God,
that play was just completely fucked up.
Yes, the Jag of the week goes to you, Tyler Boyd, and the play caller, whoever called that play too. I guess y'all both should get right.
And I love the look on the quarterback. The quarterback's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Ronnie was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I'm a backup quarterback, and I went through that."
Made a point there, so because of that reason, I'm gonna get Tyler Boyd and the play caller for that play. Yeah, it was bad overall.
Be a sock in the face for that one. You don't call no damn play like that when you're on your own 10-yard line and you're winning the game. What kind of sense does that make? You ain't surprising nobody.
And those are my two Jaggers of the week. Be sure you got Jagger over the week.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator, Cincinnati, dumbass. I'll do share to that one too, but I'll give that one to the offensive coordinator. Other than that, that's just my jack off of the week.
All right, Monk, you got a jack off of the week?
Yeah, the Jets were starting Tim Boyle. In college, Tim Boyle's stats consisted of 1 touchdown and 13 interceptions. In the NFL, he has 4 touchdowns and 11 interceptions.
Oh,
why would you start that? Why?
Because Zach Wilson sucks.
But that's I don't give a shit if Zach Wilson sucks. He doesn't suck. 4 touchdowns, 11 interceptions suck.
No, he don't. And just remember, that was a Lions backup quarterback.
And
a Packers backup quarterback.
I will take a Cougar killer any day over Tim Boyle.
No, that's right.
I heard they're going back to Zach Wilson now. They're going back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they ain't got no choice
anyway. They said they're going to trade him. That they made. Yeah, they already said that after they benched him, Zach
or
Wilson,
leave him, or let him go. Yeah.
They agreed to terms on to let him go or to trade.
You should have known that John, because somebody posted that they was going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Kevin. Damn you, Kevin. Damn you.
That's what I was saying.
He did say that. Damn you. He ain't coming over here. We already got enough trash quarterbacks. We don't need that one. We already got enough of that. We don't need more. I want better.
Well, see, that's why you get rid of Mazda Mitch and mediocre Mason, and then you can give Zach Wilson for a backup.
Nah, I'm okay.
And if you pay him a little extra because you expect him to be a starter, that's no big deal because Kenny Pickett's still on his rookie contract.
All right, give me Josh Allen.
No.
All right, let's go get into Monkey's Trivia number 4.
Okay, number 4 is Tyreek Hill scored. Man, it's on my phone. I got my new phone, and my phone keeps shutting off. I got to fix the settings because it keeps going off on me. but Tyreek Hill has scored his first 21st touchdowns, or scored his 21st touchdown of at least 60 yards, tying Devin Hester for third most touchdowns of at least 60 yards. What two receivers have more?
Randy Moss?
No.
Damn.
60 or more, huh? I don't think it necessarily has to be a receiver either. So because like Hester did his like punt returns, I think that's included.
Yeah, I'm assuming so too. But they are both wide receivers. Like I will tell you that.
Oh, they are okay. How about that, Deshaun Jackson?
That's a good one, actually.
Ding, ding, ding. That's 26. He had 26.
There you go.
That was good. That was actually good. That was actually
Robbie.
That was actually good. Good shit, Robbie. Then one more. Jerry Rice?
Yes, sir. He had 23.
All right, okay.
Trying not to state the obvious one.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Not trying to do, but hey, how can you blame? That's
right.
my first thought. My friend at the beginning. First, I was like, I'm trying to state the obvious.
Deshaun Jackson and Jerry Rice, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing good on the trivia. I've been doing good. I'm fire lady. Okay.
That's
all right,
pretty
John.
good.
Ready to move on to
At least you got something to be excited about today, John.
Yeah, I do. I'm winning trivia. Actually winning trivia. I'll my Lakers. I'm happy to. Which QB do you trust more now? Right, trust more right now. Is it Patrick Mahomes or is it Josh Allen? Be sure.
To tell you the truth, I don't trust either one of them right now. But
if you have to choose,
if I had to choose,
who you say?
I'd still have to. I'd still have to go with Patrick because I don't think that all of this offensive problem has to do with him. I think his receivers suck. They keep dropping shit on his ass. He probably would be winning more games if they could catch the damn ball. I think he's overcompensating though for that, which makes that a dangerous prospect. You can't be overcompensating. I think Allen goes in there with that same mindset though every game, even if his receivers aren't dropping the ball. And the problem with him is his focus level is not where it needs to be. Sometimes he needs to understand the situation of the football game and stop throwing stupid ass interceptions or fumble the ball. You got to hold on to him. You're a big guy, man. Hold on to the ball. Yeah, I think I would trust Mahomes more right now, but that's not saying much over Allen because they're both playing kind of whack right now. I mean, I know Allen's got a lot of touchdowns, but that's not it's not accumulating the wins. And Mahomes, it's not accumulating for wins for him either because he's trying to be Captain America too. And he shouldn't be trying to be Captain America. That's whenever a quarterback has to be Captain America for their team, it ends very bad for him because you got to another 10 players on your offense got to do their job. And if you're trying to do the job for everybody else on that team, that's a bad combination, especially for a quarterback. Then you start forcing shit. And I think both of them are doing that. I just think Allen's doing it a little bit more than Mahomes is.
All right. So looking at this question, as I think about it, and looking at statistically from each team, the Bills have a better offense than the Chiefs statistically. And then when you look at defense, the Chiefs defense is better than the Bills offense. Despite injuries, a lot of that got to do with the Bills and the injury. They get injuries. Get all that. But I'm going to trust Patrick Mahomes more. And why? Because he's not turning the ball over as much as Josh Allen is. Now, not all the interceptions of his, a lot of the tip pass things. I'm saying there's some of it is on him. I'm saying, and the turnovers is what was bothering me with Josh Allen. It's the turnovers. But I trust his weapons, Josh Allen's weapons, more than I do Patrick Mahomes because they're not dropping the balls. They're catching theirs. The wide receivers with Patrick Mahomes, he's dealing the cards he dealt with. You know what I'm saying? But their defense is why I'm leaning more towards him because I know their defense will be able to back him more than I said that Josh Allen's defense will back him. But because of that reason, I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes right now. Monkey.
I trust Josh Allen more to throw an interception. I trust Mahomes more to win a game. I trust Josh Allen more to score a touchdown. How's that?
No, it's not answering the question.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Because as much, even though Josh Allen is second in the league with interceptions, Mahomes is tied with third. Granted, there's a 6 interception difference, but still, ranking wise, that's where they stand.
Okay.
Josh Allen has 16 and Mahomes has 10. I think is how 16? That was.
Golly. Damn.
Well, actually, who's
as far as the fumbles,
passing touchdowns is Dak Prescott. Then it's Tugalavola.
I said total touchdowns.
He said total touchdown. He said total.
Okay.
Because Josh Allen has 33 total touchdowns, and that's more than Kansas City all together.
Right.
There's only 2 teams that have scored more total touchdowns than Josh Allen, and that's the Dolphins with 44 and Baltimore with 37.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, if you're looking at win the game, which that's what you want to do, you would have to go with Mahomes. Like Ryan said, when it comes to big games, Patrick Mahomes is right there in the thick of it. He doesn't usually have an off game in a big game. So.
Okay, I'm much better answer.
That sounded like a trick question for me to see what I would say. Whose question was it? Was that Robbie?
Be honest about what your opinion is, just like everybody else tries to be on this show.
I gotta move with our next topic of the show. They go down to. Oh my goodness! Saquon Barkley says that the Giants can make the playoffs. Can they? No, but statistically, mathematically, they do have opportunity. They playoff chances is not technically closed. We was informed by Monkey yesterday when we talked about it. But no, I don't think so. I'm gonna make it at all. At all. I'm done. Be sure.
No, go to Monkey because he was the one that was bringing up points last night.
All right, Monkey. Okay.
Well, like I said, statistically, from a statistical standpoint, they can actually make it in. The only team that's eliminated right now that cannot make the playoffs is the Carolina Panthers. So him saying that isn't much of a difference. It isn't, far-fetched, but are they going to really make it? I don't think so. The rest of their season isn't too bad, but look at the quarterback situation. Man, I totally don't even remember any of the shit I went through last night with you guys. This is bad. And then y'all put me on the spot like that. If I would have known that, I would have tried to, go on the extra measure to remember.
I thought you would remember some of that stuff yesterday,
dude.
But that's okay. I'm going to tell you like this: there's 4 teams today that can be eliminated, and the Giants are one of them. So it's the Cardinals, the Commanders, the Bears, and the Giants. If any of them lose, they can be eliminated. So there goes your answer to that question. I mean, Saquon, I guess you could always say, what is he expected to say? No, they're going to fucking fail. But if you're being a true player in this NFL, you have to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest about your team. This bullshit where you say, oh, you can still fucking make the playoff. No, the fuck they can't, Saquon. I know you want to, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen, bruh. You're 4-8. You couldn't beat nobody in the division. You got your ass kicked twice by Dallas.
Let's not forget it's a weak-ass conference, too. That's the reason. That was one of the reasons why I said they can make it.
Well, Dallas and Philadelphia are the best teams in that division. So,
yeah.
I mean, weak-ass, they're 50% weak-ass.
The conference.
The conference. Yeah.
Because
they're not going to beat nobody in a conference either. They're not that good of a team to beat anybody. They can't beat the Lions. They can't beat San Francisco. They can't beat Philadelphia. They can't beat Dallas. Hell, they can't beat fucking Seattle at this point. And these are teams that are in the playoff hunt. There's no way in hell they're going to beat any of those teams. So no, I just don't think they're going to be able to do it. I don't care how weak the NFC seems to be. They're just bad. They're bad. Both New Jersey teams are bad. So,
you'll get no argument from me there. But the Giants season Yeah, there's no way they're making it. Looking at their season, they have the Packers tomorrow. Then they play the Taints. They play the Taints. Then they play the Eagles. Then they play the Rams. And then they play the Eagles again.
You're finished. They're finished.
Yeah, they're done. They ain't making it. But I mean, you can't blame him for saying that.
I mean, he want to play. He want to be optimistic about his team. I get it.
I mean, let him have his faith, man. Let him have his faith.
Yeah,
that's all he's got over there in Jersey, bro.
From that standpoint, that's what I understand from that standpoint. I get it. You want to try to find some way to get some type of boost confidence of your team. I get it. But you gotta pay Philly twice. Nah, you're done.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move with our next topic in the show. All right, can the Colts find some running game consistency and Jonathan Taylor's absence? Be sure.
They did before. They got Zach Moss. That's kind of an inconsistent question because really they were winning with Zach Moss. The Jonathan Taylor is, the problem with Jonathan Taylor right now, he done painted himself into a damn corner because he's not playing. And when you do that, you really don't have, you don't have any leg to stand on at the end of the season, what you want to do. Did they sign him? They haven't signed him yet, have they? Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
He got a 1-year contract, didn't he?
You got that 1 year.
Yeah. See,
he'll be gone next year.
Yeah, he'll be gone next year. You don't got no leg to stand on. Every time you get hurt, you're not there on the field. That's messing you up. So, and Zach Moss he was doing a perfect job. He was killing people. I know somebody had Zach Moss on their fantasy team, and he was just putting up numbers. So it's
me.
They're running consistency without Jonathan Taylor is not a problem for the Colts.
I agree. Honestly, everything you said, I agree. They can Zach Moss stepping it up. So yeah, I expect they to continue without his absence, without him being there. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Monkey, what you got?
I totally agree. Like I just said, I had him in fantasy after Jonathan Taylor went down, and he got me major points. This is his best year that he's been able to play. He's gotten the opportunity, and that's what it is. He never got it over here in Buffalo. So I'm glad to see that things are working out for him. But yeah, I think they can be just fine without Jonathan Taylor.
Can you put that comment back up, please? All the Steelers done. We get to the playoffs. There's no Cardinals, no Patriots. We're winning it. It would be we're winning it. All beat the teams over 500. Team believe. Okay.
Drugs are bad for you, okay?
You put it back up. You put it back up. You put it back up. Put it back up. I need to address that. He asking a question. Are we done as far as like the season was? No. I think we have a chance to win out and probably give my time another winning season. Probably so. We get a playoff? Should we be in a playoff? No. We're not no playoff team. Can't run the ball. We can't stop the run. We give up a lot of points as of late. We're losing to teams like 10-2 at our home back-to-back. We got quarterback issues. We got play calling issues. Nah, I believe in my team, but realistically, nah. And that's even worse because if there ain't no Cardinals or Patriots, there are above 500 teams that we have to deal with. Can we really say we can go beat Kansas City? Can we actually really say we can go beat the Bills? No. So, no. I think playoff chances, I don't think we should. Are we statistically, mathematically done? Nah, we're not. We have a chance to do it, but I don't want us to go in there. We're going to get it back like we did 3 years ago. We played the Chiefs. These top teams, we can't compete with them. We can't even compete with Baltimore right now. We do get the better end of them. We do majority of the time. But at the postseason, I don't think we're ready for that. I don't think we are. So, no, that's the question, no. No, playoffs. We can't win against 2 teams. We can't. No damn playoffs. I don't want us to go to playoffs. We don't deserve it. We're not a playoff team. Now that we got that addressed. Sorry about that. Let's go and move to Monkey Trivia number 5.
Yeah, thanks, Nico, for that enlightenment.
Right.
Okay, number 5. Bill Belichick is on pace for the worst record in a season by a head coach who had previously won a Super Bowl with that same team. Who holds that record?
And then Cleveland Browns head coach, one of 0-16.
Never won a Super Bowl though.
You said that one. My fault. I did that part. My bad. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Dan. I fucked up. Repeat the question.
Bobby Ross.
Yeah. Bill Belichick is on pace for the worst record in a season by a head coach who had previously won a Super Bowl with the same team. Who holds that record?
Oh, the same team.
Same team.
Oh, shit. Coaches with the same team.
Is he still
I'll give you a hint. It's a Dallas coach. Head coach.
I figured that much. What's the dude, the Oklahoma coach that took over for Johnson?
It wasn't Jimmy Johnson.
No. It wasn't Jimmy Johnson, no.
Yeah,
Jimmy Johnson took from worst to first. So,
I don't know the name of the Giants. Over the Cowboys head coach.
Was it in the 90s?
No, late 80s.
Oh yeah,
late 80s. Tom Landry.
In 1988, Tom Landry went 3-13 with the Cowboys.
Woo, Tom Landry. Barry Switzer. That's who it was. I was trying to think.
I'll take.
And then after Tom Landry, they went to the first one you thought it was.
Not Jimmy Johnson.
Or not Johnson, the one
Barry Switzer?
No.
Barry Switzer was after Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah. But there was one.
Who was the coach after Landry? He wasn't a very good coach.
The one that went for the Super Bowl run. Or just before the Super Bowl run. Oh, fuck.
It wasn't Jimmy Johnson was the one that went on a Super Bowl. He took over that team when they had lost to the Lions. That was the first year he was their coach. The Dallas's coach, and then they went on to win the Super Bowl.
All right, Dante, I saw your fucking name up here saying "We Them Boys" or whatever. Where are you at? To answer
He wouldn't have known. He wouldn't have known.
Right, because it's not 5.
Yeah, right.
Hey, a 4 out of 5 of your trivia ain't that bad. I'll take it.
All right, there you go.
I'll take it. I'll go ahead and move on our next topic of the day. All right, y'all. The Jets making the right decision going back to Zach Wilson. No, but do they have a choice? They have nobody else there. Do they have a choice? No, they had a choice that he wouldn't, but I guess so. Tim Boyle ain't the answer, and Aaron Rodgers is no reason for him to come back at all. So, I mean, they have no choice.
Oh, it was Jimmy Johnson that took over after Tom Landry.
Oh, yeah? Oh. What year was that?
He was 89. He took over.
Yeah, that's the year that they lost to 91 was the year they lost to the Lions. So, okay. So Jimmy Johnson took him from worst to first. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be sure with you.
I'm going with you on that one. I mean, who else they got to go to? Timmy Boyle, forget that shit. Yeah, I mean, he gives them the best chance to win. If that's saying anything. So, I don't know, man. Jets are just all messed up, really. Well, hey, why don't you let Aaron Rodgers come in there and play a damn game since he can? He automatically got his damn Achilles heel off. Whatever.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, disappeared. Whatever.
Monkey, what you got?
Right decision. That's the only decision. What are you going to do? I mean, seriously. You can go get Colin Kaepernick if you want, but I still think you're better off with Zach Wilson. I mean, Cam Newton's available. Still better with Zach Wilson.
Yeah. True.
How that go?
It's the Jets, though. Jets doing Jets things, you know.
Yeah. We're going to move on to our next topic. All right, Sam Howell taking a step back. When did he ever take a step up? Well, because he was leading
he was leading the league in passing yards.
That's why. Because the passing yards, he needs to step up. They still was losing.
No, they don't.
They the Washington Reds. I mean, the Washington Redskins. Damn, I want that old name. The Washington Commandos. So I mean, I don't think he took a step back. I think the offense in general took a step back. The running game sucks.
The defense.
Yeah. Their offensive line sucks. The whole team sucks, really. But
they traded their 2 edge rushers away.
Yeah, they did.
That's what they gave away. I don't know. I think their defense has actually played comparable to what they were playing.
A little bit better. But the whole team sucks. I mean, so I don't know if I can answer this correctly. Like, Sam, I take a step back. I don't know. if it ain't accumulating the wins, then no. I don't know for me. But that's how I'm answer that. I be sure to
like I said, I think it's not just him taking a step back. I think the offense is taking a step back. It's like they're giving up on week 13. As of week 13, they're giving up, so they're not playing as strong as they were. We have a chance, and then it's like, And they're one of the teams, by the way, that if they lose today, they're eliminated. So that probably has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
Monkey.
I mean, so far this year, he's thrown for 3,466 yards and 18 touchdowns, but he does have 14 interceptions to go along with it.
He's been sacked like 80 million times too.
Yeah. I actually have a screenshot of that statistic. Where'd you go? There you are. He's been sacked 58 times.
Is that the most so far?
Yeah. Bryce Young is the closest one to him with 44. That's 14 less sacks he got hit by.
And Carolina's offensive line is worse than Washington's offensive line. Go figure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only quarterback to get hit over 50 times. But the one that surprises me is Tommy DeVito hasn't started, the whole season, and he's been sacked 28 times.
That whole line sucks too for the Giants.
That's the 10th most in the NFL right now.
These are why these specific teams are not going to make the playoffs because they have no offensive line. Carolina, Bryce Young gets sacked 44 times, offensive line. They're eliminated. Washington, Howell gets sacked 58 times. They won't make the playoffs. The Giants, DeVito gets sacked 23 times. He's only played in 3 games? That's why they're not making the playoffs. Offensive line does, I'm telling you, I've been saying this the whole season. The offensive line does state the case of how good your team's going to be in the end. And I would say, not how you start, it's how you finish. And if you're not finishing, then you're suck. So
unless you got a quarterback that is a speedy quarterback and you get away from the rush, you're fucked.
Even then, because I state my case with Justin Fields in Chicago. No offensive line. He's still speedy, but they still don't win too many games. Although they won 4 games.
He doesn't have any vision down the field either.
Yeah, well, that's true. But
I mean, Josh Allen had one of the worst offensive lines, rather last year or the year before, and we still made it to the playoffs and top of the division.
Yes, but it was his last year to prove that he's a starter.
Yeah.
Wait, put that back up.
Goodness.
This one?
Yeah, if my Steelers don't go to the Super Bowl, I would like to see the Lions to win it all. Lions versus Dolphins, nobody would predict that.
Well, we're not going, so you got to worry about that.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be going either. And I don't think Miami will go
either. No.
No, we're not.
Miami cannot beat a team above 500. They can't. They just can't. They haven't since last year in week 3.
You cannot honestly say that we have a chance to Bowl with this team. There's no way. There's no way you believe in that. There's no way. No, I'm sorry. I love my
unless everybody on every other team miraculously ends up with a season-ending injury.
Right. Even with that, we done lost the backers before. so hence that Zappy. It's happened. So, but let's get right to the tail of the tapes.
Hey, Robbie, can you take that ticker down there, brother?
So, looking at this, the biggest points that stick out to me is the defensive player or pass yards per game, with the Eagles allowing 260.3. That is ranked 30th compared to the Cowboys, which would be their offense you're looking at with 263.4, and they're 4th in passing yards per game. So, I mean, they're almost identical numbers, but look at the rankings. That's the big key there. Yeah. And if you look at the turnover differential, Dallas is 4th in the league with a +8, and the Eagles are 19th with a -2. Those are 2 big areas of the game nowadays that really matter. it's a passing league, and with a passing league comes turnovers. If you can't control the ball or protect the ball, you're going to lose your games. It's always been like that. But if you can't pass the ball in a passing league, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Philadelphia has a plus 41 point differential compared to Dallas's plus 168. Now, granted, we say this all seasons. We said this all season that Dallas hasn't been beating anybody over 500. Okay. But the teams they've been beating, they've been killing. And that's what tells me right there that if you can beat the teams that you can beat and you beat them good, that means you have a chance to get somewhere in the playoffs. Then they did beat Seattle. It was in Dallas, and they barely beat Seattle, but they beat them, and that was a winning record team. This will be another test for them. It's going to be in Dallas. They're playing Philadelphia, division rival. This is basically, I say, for first place. They beat Philadelphia. I don't want to hear no Eagles fans out there saying nothing. So there we go with that.
You go stop it.
500 teams. Anyway. So, I mean, like I said, I predicted Dallas to win this game. I don't know about what JC thinks, but I think that Dallas will win this game.
I think Dallas wins this game. I really think they do, man. If you look at I think what got me open is like, look at the yards per game they allow. The defense, the Philadelphia Eagles allow 260, 350. Like, and per game for the Eagles, they total is 380. What's the 30 more yards more? And they gain the yard within you that y'all allow. So this is gonna be tough. This is really gonna be tough. And then
you know what I'm looking at something on here too that's really kind of familiar because I was talking about the Lions defense. Their defense is like 24th or 25th yards per game, at least total defense. But look at the Philadelphia Eagles are 4th in rushing defense.
Yeah,
they're good against the run, but they're bad against the pass. Exactly how the Lions are. I'm really looking at these stats. I think the Lions could beat Philadelphia right now, no matter where they play at. I think they can beat them right now because they got worse defense than the Lions do. Lions aren't 30th in pass defense. They're not good, but they're not 30th. I think they're like 28th or some shit, 27th. So I mean, and they're just as good as the run defense. So I mean. I don't see Philadelphia winning this game.
Yeah, this game, right? They got a problem because the defense of the Cowboys is just as good as the offense is. Look at the numbers. Look at what they're able to do. Look at the turnover department, man. It's like if they find a way to shut the run game down and for them to throw the ball again, it'll be another long day in the office. But they ain't gonna be y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, but that includes the monkey tell of the tape. All right, so let's get right into sit your ass down.
By the way, just before we do, sit your ass down. People, tail of the tape is spelled Tail because it's monkey. Monkeys have a tail.
Monkeys have tails.
Thank you. So let's not confuse this no more. All right, it's not Tale, it's Tail for a reason.
It was a funny wordplay. Apparently, people didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
Common sense is rough.
Oh, that was the Dallas and Philadelphia. Thank you, Robbie, for that.
All right, John.
But anyway,
put me on single screen.
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all. I've been very critical of the Pittsburgh Steelers for the last couple of weeks, and I'm showing no sign of slowing down.
No.
You're giving me every single reason to keep talking about them. So I got this picture I'm gonna put up, and we're gonna leave it up there until I'm done talking because this is how bad I am. Go ahead and put that picture up. Sit down goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers for losing back-to-back weeks to 2-10 teams at home. One was against the Cardinals, the other one was against the Patriots. I just feel like every time we in a position to hold our own destiny, control our destiny as far as playoff goals, we find a way to mess it up. I don't understand. Now, last week, I thought, trap game, we fell into that, man. We maybe probably overlooked this team. James Conner came back home and did a number on us on the ground. He was able to score 2 times. He rushed over 105 yards. Kenny Pickett goes down in that game. Mitchell Trubisky comes in, he stinks up the joint. We score a late touchdown, garbage time touchdown. Deontay Johnson wants to celebrate when we're down 14 points. I just don't understand, man, how we continue to let stuff like this happen. Then we move into the Patriots game Thursday night because out Sunday we had to shift gears and get ready for Thursday night. Thursday night, Mitch Trubisky comes in, he lays a whole bunch of eggs. Defense do what they can. They get the sacks, they get the turnovers, no points. That mattered. That was enough to get us in the end zone. Zach Bailey wound up looking like Tom Brady, throw 3 touchdown passes in the first half. They scored 21 points and they never score again. Still found a way to lose. The Pittsburgh Steelers made a record. Would be the first team over 500 to lose to a team to lose 8 losses or more. The first time in NFL history. And so it's not, I don't understand what the problem, what is going on. I can't believe this is what we're accustomed to, but this is what we do every single time, man. You can talk about the embarrassing loss against Tim Tebow, man, with the famous TD pass. You can talk about the Jacksonville game, like every time we always do this. You talk about the year we went 11-0, we lose to the Commanders, we only win 1 of the last 4, and then we go to the postseason and get smacked by Cleveland and our house. They scored 35 plus points in the first half of that game. This is what we do. This is who we are, and I just can't believe it. I can't understand. This is what we are accustomed to. Why does this keep happening to us? Why? I don't know, man. Maybe we're as bad as we thought we was, or people think we are. So all the trash talking, all the bashing we got, I feel like we deserve it. Yeah, we're still fans right here still saying that we're a playoff team. No, we're not. I've been saying it for a while. You can't be a playoff team. You can't run the ball. Now we've been doing a lot better with the running game as of late. We have been, but it's not enough because we got all these playmakers and we're not utilizing them. George Pickens getting frustrated every single week. Deion Johnson, he's having deep moments, but he's getting frustrated too. Pat Farmer, a great tight end. We can't showcase his talents. Why? Because we're doing stuff like digging dunks. We're running the ball with the quarterback. We're trying to run the ball against teams that not allowing running to happen in that house or let on our house. They're shutting it down. And this is what we do. I don't understand. And it really is disappointing, man. So I'm going to give that down to my Pittsburgh Steelers. But before I end it, Mike Tomlin said something to me. And not to me, but to everybody that's listening, that made clear sense. And you put that picture down?
That you guys can be back after 2 losses.
Because this is what we do. This is who we are.
Anyone else?
Did you hear him? This is what we do. This is who we are. You know how embarrassing that is? We are a JV team, literally. I think a JV team could come in and actually beat us. I don't like that right there tells you everything you need to know on how bad this team is. This is what every time we control about destiny, this is what we do. It's who we are. So everybody keep talking them. Pittsburgh still got a chance in the postseason. We got a chance to make the playoffs. We got make a deep run, make Super Bowl. Man, hang that shit up. Because no, we not. Now we know fucking Mitch Trubisky. Mason's done in Pittsburgh too. I've said it for years. And Kenny Pickett is a little bit better than both of them, but he ain't much better. He ain't doing much better either. He needs evaluation, so soul searching too. That's what I'm only giving him 1 more year because hopefully we have a new OC. We have a new game plan and help get our weapons involved. If we don't, and George Pickens asked for a trade, I wouldn't be mad at him because he's the talent. He's a great talent. He's a playmaker, but he can't showcase it. You want to know why? Because we're not giving him the ball. We're not giving him opportunities. 3 weeks ago, we played Cleveland. We was at our 42 times, and he didn't touch the ball not one of those times. Why? Then this past Thursday, we was at 4th and 2. We needed 2 yards. Why throwing a Hail Mary? Because Deontay Johnson of all people. But like Mike Thomas said, this is what we do. This is who we are. So all the bashing that we begin, all the trash that we begin, we deserve it. So all this week, everybody was bashing us on shit. I didn't say a word. You want to know why? Because we deserve it. And this is what we do, and this is who we are. I'm done.
Well, at least I can say something. It feels good. It feels good as a Lions fan to hear other teams bash themselves when they suck. I don't have to do that. We're 9-3, so even though we have problems, but they're not those kind of problems. So, yeah. Sorry.
Let's go and give it to him. Be sure. Go and give it to him one time.
Pittsburgh. And I hate to say this. I hate to say this to y'all because I respect your franchise. You guys won 6 Super Bowls. We're not gonna just go with that, but 6 Super Bowls. You've been a consistent franchise through the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, in the new century. But you gotta sit your ass down, reevaluate yourself. That's all I gotta say. Just sit your ass down, reevaluate. That's it.
Be sure you have a sit your ass down this week.
Nope.
You got one?
Yeah, Sean McDermott for telling Allen to kneel down with 20 seconds left in the game and a timeout.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's bad.
He has to go to overtime and lose.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. I would have definitely had Josh Allen throwing that motherfucker.
With the time I left, yes.
I mean, you're going to overtime anyway with 20 seconds left, and say he throws it up, it gets picked off, you're still going to overtime. Say he throws it, and you're in field goal position. You got a timeout. Yeah, that was
20 seconds
call by McDermott. Yeah,
the way they explained it, 20 seconds is enough time to run 2 plays and use that timeout.
It is
exactly.
What was y'all at on the field? What was y'all place?
It was like the 20-something yard line.
Yeah,
I think it was a 25.
Yeah, you got a pretty good kicker. I don't understand why Bass is a good kicker. I don't understand why the hell you wouldn't try to. Right. Yeah, that was bad call by McDermott. Bad coaching call. It's kind of like
shows that he had no faith in the offense whatsoever, other than the faith that Josh Allen was going to throw a pick and possibly put the Eagles in field goal range.
But if he throws it all the way down the field, and a Hail Mary set, if they catch it in the end zone, it gets brought back out to the 25, right? So what's the point? You could have just threw it, or even threw a 40-yard pass to the sidelines. I know Diggs would have got open for that.
Oh yeah.
So I don't understand. Yeah, that's a bad call. Bad.
All right, so we get right to pick'ems. We're going to put Robbie up for this one. All right, y'all. So we're going to do our pick'em sheets.
Oh, sorry, Robbie.
Call out each team. Decide who y'all want to win, and we'll go down to reach the very bottom. All right, Thursday game already concluded. Already 21-10. Doing 18. Excuse me. New England wins that game against Pittsburgh. I had Pittsburgh in that game. Be sure who did you have?
Yeah, Pittsburgh too.
Monkey.
Pittsburgh.
And Robbie, I know you had Pittsburgh too. All right, so it's good. We all had Pittsburgh, and we all lost. Thank you, Pittsburgh. Thank you for that. All right, y'all. Let's go to this Sunday.
It was the only. Ooh, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and move into our Sunday game. Then we'll move down to Monday when we reach there. All right, we got Tampa Bay, Atlanta. Give me Tampa Bay. Give me Tampa Bay. Be sure.
I'll just give you some injury update news for Tampa Bay. Vita Vea is out for Tampa Bay. That's a big blow for their defense.
Yeah, it is.
And they're playing in Atlanta. I was going with Tampa Bay. I'm still going with Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is still a better team than Atlanta. Atlanta's not showing me nothing. They're both inconsistent, so I really can't. It's a quarter flip with them, but I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
All right, Monkey.
Even though I have Tampa Bay winning that division, I'm going with the Falcons, being that they're at home.
Robbie.
Tampa Bay.
All right, then we got Detroit, Chicago. I'm gonna give me Detroit. Be sure.
I'm going Chicago only because Frank Ragnow's not playing. Offensive starter or center, that hurts. Aleem McNeil's not playing, that hurts. They got a makeshift defense going on. I don't know what the hell they're doing with the defense. And put in the fact that Chicago almost beat Detroit in Detroit, and they probably want revenge for that whole situation. They want to complete the game. I'm giving that one to Chicago.
Is that like some type of reverse psychology? You calling for y'all to lose, so y'all want to win?
No, that's not reverse psychology. It's just facts. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just okay. If they win, that's great. But if they lose, I'll be like I told you so. Chicago.
All right, Monkey.
I mean, it's Chicago, man. I can't pick Chicago, so I'm going with Detroit. I just don't see it.
Either, but I hate Chicago, but
All right, Robbie.
I'm going with the Detroit 8 Mile Lions.
We got the Colts at Cincinnati. That's actually going to be a good game. I like to watching that. They're a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be a good game, yeah.
Really good game, man. But give me Cincinnati. They're at home. Be sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Cincinnati, too.
All right, Monkey.
I'm going with the Colts. Colts. There's no Burrow. I don't think they're going to be winning too many more games.
All right, Robbie.
I'm going with the Bengals.
We got Jacksonville at Cleveland. They just said Trevor Lawrence is going to be playing this game. So
yep.
I don't know what the percentage on his health level is, but I guess good enough to play. So, but the Browns defense is really, really good. So I don't know how he'll hold up against that. Trevor Lawrence, that is. So I want Cleveland to lose the game for division reasons, but what's the point? We ain't no better. So give me Cleveland.
Cleveland won't have Denzel Ward today, so they're going to be down a starting corner. Yep. I'm going to take Jacksonville. Cleveland didn't show me shit even when they had Denzel Ward against the Rams. The Rams punished their ass, and I can't see them. Cleveland is starting to form into what we thought Cleveland was going to be. So I'm going with Jacksonville on that one.
Monkey.
For the records, the only reason why the Rams won that game was because Benny decided to wear a Browns jersey and a Rams hat. So I just wanted to get that out there. And oh wow, having Trevor Lawrence playing and knowing that he's not there, you can't tell me he's at 100%. And Cleveland's defense, I really don't see the Jaguars winning in Cleveland today. So I'm going to go with Cleveland.
All right, Robbie.
I'm going with the Jaguars.
All right, then we got Carolina and New Orleans. Oh, God. Give me New Orleans. Carolina's bad. The Texas bad, too, but I think Carolina's far more worse than New Orleans is. So give me New Orleans. And they're home, too, so give me New Orleans. Be sure.
This is going to be a close game. Taysom Hill's not playing. Derek Carr is starting. So that's why it's going to be a close game. But New Orleans is going to win because it's in New Orleans. So, and Carolina's just bad.
All right, Monkey.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Taints today. Carolina's the only team eliminated from the playoffs. They have nothing to really play for except to play that,
draft game, which they don't have a first round pick anyway.
Nope.
Or if they win their games, they can start knocking other people out of the playoffs.
Well, if they win this game, New Orleans gets knocked out because they're 4-8 right now.
Yeah, there we go. I'm rooting for Carolina, but I'm still picking the Taints.
All right, Robbie.
I'm taking the Aints.
And then we got the Rams. We got Houston at the Jets. Give me Houston. Be sure.
Oh, yeah, Houston all day.
Muggy.
Yeah. I'm going with Houston, man. That's a dead giveaway.
All right, and Robbie.
Oh, the insane people will pick the Jets. I'm going with Houston.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that's why you're going with the Jets.
Oh, I'm about to say two. I was going to say that too, but whoa.
Nah,
we got
I ain't going with that. Their season end.
We got the Rams at Baltimore. I want this to be an upset game. It would be funny to see them lose, come back by week. That would be funny. But let's be realistic, man. Baltimore is on fire right now, and they're really tough to beat at home. So, because of that reason, I'm going to give it to Baltimore. Be sure.
Yeah. Stafford doesn't do very good in Baltimore. I think he's like 0 for forever in Baltimore. Baltimore's just playing good football. I see the Rams losing this game.
All right, Monkey.
I'm going with Baltimore. I mean, they're a far superior team. They're playing real good right now. They're on a a nice hot streak. So And the Rams, yeah, they beat Cleveland, but it's Cleveland. So, yeah, Baltimore it is.
All right, Robbie.
I'm going Baltimore either way. Even if it was in LA, I would have took Baltimore.
True, I would have too. I ain't gonna lie, I would have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I agree with you there. But it would be funny. It would be a fun upset. It would be. That would be crazy. That would be
That would be crazy.
And then we got Minnesota at the Raiders. Just Jefferson is playing this week.
Yeah,
today actually. So
and Dobbs is starting.
So yeah, give me Minnesota. Give me Minnesota.
I'll take Minnesota just because Las Vegas isn't that good.
Monkey.
The Purple People Eaters.
All right, Robbie.
Give me the Vikings.
All right, then we got Seattle at the 49ers. This is actually going to be a good game. I like this. I like this matchup, man. This is a good test for Seattle. But the problem is that 49ers are at home, and they're the best team in football. Man, I think they continue. So I got 49ers. Be sure to.
Finally, something I disagree with you on. So San Francisco win this game. It's not going to be a good battle. San Francisco kicked their ass when they went to Seattle on Thanksgiving Day. So San Francisco at home against Seattle, they might even put up bigger numbers against Seattle because San Francisco ain't no joke right now. They running at full capacity. They're going to beat everybody's ass from now until unless somebody gets hurt, they're beating everybody's ass. So, yeah, I'm giving that one to San Francisco by big numbers.
Monkey.
I totally agree. It's going to be the Niners, and it ain't going to be close.
Okay. Hey, we'll see. We'll talk about this, too. All right, Robbie.
It's going to be a slaughterhouse, man. 49ers are going to dominate them.
All right. Then we got Buffalo at Kansas City. Man. It's going to be
by the way, on that San Francisco-Seattle game, Geno is a game-time decision. I'm just
yeah?
You know that. Yes.
No, I didn't know that. My still fine winning, but I think it'll be a good game. I think it's gonna be good. All right, then we got Buffalo at Kansas City. Man, both teams got a lot of question marks going on with them, man. A lot of issues going on in there. But I don't think Kansas City issues on offense is more concerning than the Buffalo Bills and vice versa. I think the Chiefs defense is more the Bills defense is more concerning than the Chiefs offense defense is. So man. And the Chiefs is at home, man. They really do good at home. So, give me Kansas City. Be sure.
Nah, I'm going against the better of the two evils. I think I'm gonna go against. I think I'm gonna take Buffalo here. Kansas City, they got beat by fucking Green Bay.
They don't rise Green Bay team. They ain't that bad. They on the rise.
Green Bay's overrated anyway. But anyway, the point is Buffalo. Buffalo should beat this team. They should beat them. They got better defense, and their offense is good. I mean, even if Allen makes a couple bad throws, even if he gets they're still going to beat Kansas City. I just don't see Kansas City winning this game.
Okay. Monkey?
I'm going with the Bills with the upset win. The Chiefs have Isaiah Pacheco, Brian Cook, Donovan Smith, and Drew Tranquill all out. And Tranquill is a big hit. Donovan Smith is a great left tackle. Yeah. And Donovan Smith, the left tackle, he's a really good left tackle. On the bright side, they have a rookie that came in for him last week, and he played pretty well. So, I mean, the kid looked like he has a pretty decent future ahead of him, but that is only a one game, that I'm measuring it on. Yeah. And Brian Cook,
that's a blow.
That's a big blow in that secondary. And like you said, Isaiah Pacheco, you can't that dude. I think he's my favorite player on that Chiefs team is Pacheco.
Shit, I got him on my fantasy team. I know he's just a go-getter. That dude is
right.
Awesome.
I like the way he runs. I like when he he doesn't think about it. He grabs the ball and he does what he was told to do. Go through that hole and do it quickly. Well, you don't see him stutter stepping too often, and he just fucking goes right through that hole. That's what he does. That's what he's good for. And you couldn't ask more of him. That's why I like him.
Robbie?
Chiefs got too many key injuries on the defensive side of the ball. Mahomes got no wide receivers. MVS can't catch a cold. He couldn't catch a cold. I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills on this one. I think the Bills got better receivers. They got better targets.
They do.
I think they win. I think they win by 2 scores.
Great. We all agreed the Bills are going to lose now.
Damn.
All right.
That happened the last time we all agreed with the Bills winning against a good team.
Come on, the Bills better win this game.
That's what we do with Pittsburgh too, though.
Yeah.
Hey, I have no fear of picking this game.
All right, then we got Denver at the Chargers. Give me Denver. The Chargers stink. Be sure.
Let me see something real quick here. Oh, okay. Let's see. They're playing in LA.
Yep.
Denver total defense is 30 versus total defense 32. So we're not missing any defense there. But I'm telling you, LA Chargers got a lot better offense than Denver does. I'm going with Denver in upset in this one. I mean, not Denver. The Chargers in an upset in this one. They're at home. Denver's coming off a pretty tough loss. I just don't think I think their karma is coming back up to them now. So Chargers win this game.
Monkey.
See, I've liked the way Denver has been playing as of late, but I think this is a game that the Chargers are going to take. It's at home. I mean, I really ain't got much other than that they're home. I guess that's not a really good reason for them to win. But I just feel I'm just choosing the Chargers because I feel as they're going to win. I have no facts to back it up. That's just my opinion.
All right. Robbie.
Oh, that counts.
I'm going with the phone Chargers.
Philadelphia at Dallas. I got Dallas winning this game. Be sure.
Oh, Dallas, definitely. I got Dallas.
Monkey.
I'm picking Dallas because Philly has given up a shit ton of points in the last 2 games they've played. And Dallas is a hot team right now, as I proved in the tail of the tape I showed you. We went through all that. I'm taking Dallas.
All right, Robbie.
Give me the Cal bitches.
But if Philadelphia wins, I'll be here with Stephen A. Smith tomorrow. Better not lose. I go right into Monday Night Football. We got 2 Monday Night Football games. We got Tennessee at Miami. Give me Miami. It's not even a conversation. They probably won't get blown out. That's the team I bet them to get blown out. Be sure to.
Yeah, I got Miami in that one.
Monkey.
Tennessee with the upset.
Yeah, all right.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins. We'll pick the Dolphins. Wait, does Tennessee have a winning record? No? Never mind.
Even if they did, I still choose Miami.
I wouldn't be choosing Miami if they had a winning record. They haven't beat a team with a winning record since week 3 of last year.
That's true.
Damn. They'll probably be there first then. All right, Robbie.
Someone needs fired for these damn Monday night game scheduling. This is terrible.
Yeah, 2 bad ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
and the Thursday night game too.
Dolphins win big. They score at least 45 points on this team.
Damn.
Probably.
Like 49-17 or something like that.
I'm gonna say like 42-14.
Well, we got Tyreek.
42, maybe. No, I'll go 42, not 45.
Tyreek Hill might get a $150 and 2 TDs this game, maybe more yards than TDs. You get the point. All right, then in the last game, we got Green Bay at the Giants. Give me Green Bay. The Giants stink.
Yeah, I'll go with the Fudge Packers.
All right, Monkey.
I'm going to go against the grain because I feel that the confidence that Saquon Barkley has given them, and they're going to win tomorrow. No, seriously, I'm going to go with the Giants with the upset, though, just to be different.
All right, Robbie.
I'm going to go with the Packers in this snooze fest.
All right, and that does conclude the Week 14 pick'ems. Let's everybody. That does the pick'ems. All right, so let's get right into zone coverage players of the week. And those were his zone coverage players of the week. Mike McCarthy underwent surgery. What happened to him?
Who?
Mike McCarthy, the head coach, he had surgery, appendix surgery on Wednesday. Oh, interesting.
That just means they're going. But anyway,
he's coaching. This ain't coaching tonight though. But those were the zone coverage players of the week, and that does conclude the end of our show. I think everybody that flooded the comment section, the viewers as well, like for y'all to be more engaged with us. Make sure y'all share, like, comment, probably grow, man. We know without you guys, man, we appreciate y'all so much. And you and that loud noise, the Swedish fish, got to give me for that.
Robbie,
right?
That wasn't Swedish fish. No, that wasn't Swedish fish.
What was it?
Pill.
Whatever you're eating.
I'm eating pill. That's a pill.
All right, eat your
like that makes it better.
Right, you should have just stuck with Swedish fish. Should have just stuck with Swedish fish. Now everybody think you
Swedish
do
fish.
Now everybody think you do drugs. We know
I
that.
had no Swedish fish.
We know. We know. You made it sound worse. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even chewing. I'm not even chewing anything.
Robbie, you was making noise.
Looks like it.
I'm not even.
You were shuffling,
man.
Shuffling.
Okay, Robbie.
Not in my mouth.
Robbie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Robbie, can I finish my outro? Thank you very much. Well, now, golly. Should have stuck with Swedish fish, what we were saying. But anyway, I think everybody in our panel, as always, you guys are great, man. Good to have you back, Monkey. Hope everything that's going on does work out for the better. You moving forward. We are in the holiday season, man, so everybody got to start getting shifting gears to the holiday season and having cheers because we're about to end the season of 2023 and move on to 2024. Monkey, you got anything you want to say before we go up?
Yeah, I want to give some prayers out to Hayden Hurst and his family. He was diagnosed with post-traumatic amnesia by an independent neurologist due to a hit he took in a game earlier this season, and it's unknown when he will be able to play again.
Damn.
So that's the first time I've heard of someone having amnesia from a hit.
Sport.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah.
That's why they make the big bucks, so.
That's right.
All right, be sure anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'd congratulate Grant Delpit. He just signed a 3-year, $36 million extension with Cleveland. He's probably one of their best defensive players, too. Delpit be out there. That's a good safety.
Yeah, he'd be hitting, man.
And they need to sign him. He's a very good player for their team. So congratulate to their Grant there. Good job, buddy. Keep it up. I know your team is like, but anyway. That's all I got.
All right, Robbie, anything you want to say?
Nah.
All right. Let's go get everybody dropped down. So I'll go ahead and close this out and go send us on home.
All right.
I appreciate you guys very, very much. All right,
My bad.
What are we doing up here? I said drop
My bad.
No. Other than me.
Told everybody go. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Get your shit and get out like Walmart.
Right.
All right, y'all. Like I said, I thank everybody that's joining the show weekly, every single week. All our support, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Make sure y'all continue to follow us. We'll do all our social media platforms. So I'm gonna put the QR code back up for you guys. It's right there in the corner, man. Go to scan it, man. You can follow all of our platforms, all our highlights for each and every show that we have done throughout this season and more. Soon we got the our annual award show that we do every single year. We're going to our third now, so we're gonna have the voting up. I think sometime this week we'll have the nominees up this week. I believe if not this week, next week we'll have the nominations up there. We get all a chance to vote for the nominees for each one of the topics that we have, categories we have. So be on the lookout for that. We'll have that posted very, very soon. So you have to start getting your votes in, and we'll announce that on the 7th. We'll have our show. We'll show for 2023 season of the Home Field Advantage. So be sure to be there for that one because I think it's gonna be really, really fun. And we'll have a great red show that week, man. So be look out for the voting, the nominees and the voting panel, because that's gonna be open up up until the day before the show on the 7th. So be a look out for that one. Like I said, we are in the Christmas holiday, man. We're in the Christmas spirit, man. So everybody continue to enjoy the holiday season as we close out to a new year. It's going to put the final thought up. It's going to get up out of here. All right, y'all. May the miracles and the heavy gift of Christmas gladden and fill your hearts with joyful songs, cheerfulness, and laughter. And that is the final thought. I'm the big dog. That's Be Sure. That's Monkey. That's Robbie. We out of here. Good luck to everybody. We out.
Peace.
Peace.